Hello everyone, it is the first proper watch-along of the proper season. Chelsea versus Liverpool, Stamford Bridge. It's been a battle between these two teams really for the last 2 days off the pitch in terms of the transfer market. The absolute disgrace that's been the Moises Caicedo bids. But we're here now, and something about it, Steve. I quite like it when we've got Needle with Chelsea. I like a bit of righteous fury. Like I thoroughly enjoyed I hated it when they bought Torres off us, but I loved it when he then played against us and like Daniel Agger smashing elbows into him. Now this isn't the same. Caicedo's not going to be on the pitch for either team because him or his representatives are bellends.
I love you for him.
But moreover, you know, there'll be a little bit of extra spice in the crowd, all that kind of stuff, and I hopefully this is the kind of thing where it gives Liverpool that extra little bit of edge to go and kick on.
Yeah, absolutely, and I hate Chelsea. Let's just throw out there.
Let's get it straight.
Let's not beat around the bush. Everything about that football club really does my head in. Everything about them, from just all of it. They're the most London of London, and it does me in. But you're right. What I would say, mate, is that I've got flashbacks. Remember Jurgen's first season against Arsenal, that game? Yeah. Where Liverpool just went, you know what, fuck it, we're going for this. Yeah. Out the blocks, firing all. And I think that's what Jurgen's going for here. We spoke about it on the build-up show. We haven't got a defensive midfielder, and we've decided we're going to negate that by going all out attack.
By putting 100 attackers on the pitch.
Goals on the pitch. Chelsea have gone about it thinking we haven't got a DM, so we're going to protect. We're going to play 3 at the back, 2 full-backs as wing-back, Enzo Fernandez, then 2 runners in Gallagher and Chukwuemeka. So it's two different ways of effectively negating the issue that we're both trying to solve by signing Caicedo and or Lavia. It's fascinating. I much prefer, and this might be wrong and it might not work out, I much prefer our option. I always think, if in doubt, choose the positive attacking option. Yeah. In life. Generally, that's how I just live my life, is that if in doubt, what's the most fun and what's the most attacking way of going about it, and that's what Jurgen's done. He's got a very goal-scoring heavy team, and obviously we've struggled to score goals against these 4 consecutive 0-0s. Obviously the pen shootouts went our way in the 2 finals, so I'm all for it. Like I say, I think it's horrendous that we're here starting the season without a defensive midfielder in the team. It's the same for Chelsea, they're the exact same boat, but I think this is the best plan B you can get. If you haven't got a DM, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, and that's the thing. I remember speaking to Jurgen after Kiev, and I asked him, because we kind of came to this understanding that Jurgen's style of football needed to play loads of attacking. You know, we were sort of this heavy metal football, blah blah blah, and he was like, "No, it's just who I had." He was like, these are the players I had, so I played attacking football because we owned Origi and Sturridge, and you know, and we had Lallana, and we you know, Coutinho and Firmino, and so I had to find, and Benteke at the time. I guess I think maybe Origi was out on loan, but you know oh no, of course he wasn't, because he ended up playing in the Europa League, didn't he? But he's like, that was the squad I had. So I found the brand of football that worked with the players I had, and that's the thing. This isn't perfect Liverpool. This isn't final form Klopp 2.0, because final form Klopp 1.0 probably took 2 or 3 years to get there. It took him the first that 3/4 season that he had taken over from Rodgers, then the next year getting into top 4, and then in reality, after Kiev, he goes and gets a couple of extra players. So it's the start of his 4th season effectively in the club before he gets it all right. This is probably the 2nd season of Klopp 2.0, I'd suggest, maybe 2.5. And if you've got that kind of wealth of attacking talent, then you're not gonna say, well, we're just gonna try. We're not gonna go 5 at the back. We're not gonna park the bus. We're going to play progressive football. We're going to play to our strengths, and Liverpool have got the strengths. I'm
you're right. You're actually spot on with midfield 3 of McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, and then obviously the forward line we've got. There should be goals, but against the glass half empty side, it could be easy for Chelsea to get out, doesn't it? It feels like we're going to fight fire with fire, and they're going to try and dampen that out a little bit. The key battles in terms of that, I think if Cody Gakpo has a good game, Liverpool have got a real chance. Can he get in and around Enzo Fernandez? Because Gakpo's brilliant on the ball, he's brilliant without it as well. Szoboszlai, I actually think, has been quite impressive in that regard, his pressing. I think he's been a very willing presser, he's been a very willing fouler, which is a positive, throwing people on the floor and stuff. We'll see how Trent Alexander-Arnold does when he goes wandering in there. Conor Gallagher and Chukwuemeka are good enough to stop him. Liverpool are going to ask Chelsea a lot of questions. It feels like Chelsea have got a team out that are going to try and stop and try and frustrate, try and hit on the counter, which Liverpool are prone to we are prone to be counter-attacked on. So it's two very contrasting styles from two managers who, not that long ago were battling in a Champions League final. Their careers have gone slightly different ways from then. And it feels like we're almost going to a point where Pochettino's kind of holding safe and Jurgen's going, fuck this, we're going for yous.
Well, that's it, because you're right, because Pochettino's, again, it's day one for him almost. I know he's had pre-season and what have you, but it's a whole new thing that he's doing. I'm interested to see what they do around McAllister, because McAllister's obviously going to play the 6 for us, which is fine. I thought he looked good. He looked fine. He looked absolutely fine against Arsenal. I thought he had a good game. He does need to be a little bit more disciplined, I think. But then again, if he's going to be undisciplined and he's going to create goals, and that's going to help us score goals and win the game, then whatever. Ultimately, I just want to see us win the football match. What are Chelsea going to do to go and put it on his toes? And is it, Chukwuemeka's been playing through the middle for them in that 4-2-3-1. Is that going to be him? And if that's the case, I think he's not fully filled out yet, but he's quite a big lad. He's obviously good on the ball. He'll be looking to try and upset what McAllister does. I just wonder whether they'll put someone else in there. Will Conor Gallagher be asked to get further forward? Could we see Sterling play a little bit more central, just mix it up? Because we're not entirely certain. We're surmising they'll play 3 at the back here. But it's whether they're gonna mix it up to do something.
Look at them flags. They're so Chelsea like.
They are one of the ultimate Brexit football teams, aren't they? Chelsea.
Everything about them I dislike.
Yeah. They're great. They would be great. You look at what's happened to Leeds and like the Sheffield teams. There's an alternate universe where they end up getting relegated and spend a few seasons in the Championship, and all the worst of their fan base become the prevalent of their fan base, because that's what they were in like the 70s and 80s and even like the 90s, until they got a bit of money and they started buying like the cultured players. But they had the culture, but they had Zola, but they didn't have Dennis Wise in midfield. Yeah, they are. They're not. I'm with you. I fucking hate Chelsea Football Club, and I know it's not one of those like, I guess what we call like historic rivals. It's not United, and people forget. Obviously, there's an Arsenal rivalry that goes back to the late '80s. Particularly them, robbing the title from us at Anfield in '89. But Chelsea is a very modern rivalry. But that's I've grown up now with this. This was the most bitter one. That comes down to all those European games, Rafa versus Mourinho, the fact that they closed the door on us in top 4 when when Abramovich come in with all the money, and it like made life so much more difficult for Liverpool. I'm annoyed that the song of them having no history isn't quite right anymore, because they've managed to accrue quite a bit of history in the last 20 years. But hate them. Really want us to put them to the sword. Okay, so Sky have got it as 4 across the midfield: James, Gallagher, Fernandes, Chilwell, Sterling, Jackson, Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka technically left of a 3. I'm not.
It's free. I think it's more 3-5-2, but we'll find out when it
It'll
plays.
be Sterling up front with Jackson and Chukwuemeka in behind them, you would suspect. And the Reds, again, Sky's showing it as a back 4 for Liverpool, which it would be. But yeah. Right, we're going to take a very, very short break. And then when we return, we're going to have some more chat around the team and all that good stuff. See you back here in a second. Hey, our brand new book has landed. It is Bobby Firmino, Best in the World, an A4 format, prestige, limited edition book featuring incredible insight into the life and times of a cop icon, taking it back to his boyhood days in Brazil, his transfer to Hoffenheim, and a season-by-season guide to his time on Merseyside. Follow the story of Bobby Firmino, get great stats, insights, quotes. You're going to see fantastic photos from his times at the Reds and unique artwork from a whole host of incredible Liverpool artists as well. It is a very limited edition, limited run, one and done. Grab one while you can. We've even got a special author-signed edition available as well, and even more limited quantities. Head to redmenmerch.com. You are sure to be thrilled and marvel at this wonderful creation of ours. Yes, head to redmenmerch.com. Grab one today. Look at it right there. It's He's got a copy right there. Yeah, grab your Bobby Firmino Best in the World book. The author-signed editions are there. They've been absolutely flying out. I'm blown away with the support of people on that one. But yeah, it's filled with amazing, absolutely genuinely amazing stuff. I do this a lot, but because I like showing things that I'm proud of. So I've got loads of photos of me kids. It's got loads of great artwork and photos, the season-by-season guide on Bobby Firmino. I've mentioned this before, but we've got basically the original version of that. I mean, why you'd want a picture of Ian Ayre, I'm not sure you all do, but we got Ian Ayre to actually send us that photo. It was taken on his phone, and he sent us the highest quality version of that basically exists in the world. And we've got it, and yeah, it's boss. Stats, statistics, stories, great insights. It's a beautiful piece of work, and it'll look great on a shelf. And there's the spine. There's the front, there's the back. If you bought any of our other books, it's the same A4 prestige format as them, so it'll look great alongside them all. Fill your boots on redmenmerch.com. Interesting to see the Pochettino and Jurgen having a little bit of mutual respect and love, big hugs and smiles and stuff.
I think Jurgen's always had that with the opposite minds. Mad that they haven't got a sponsor, by the way. They still haven't boxed that off either. They've got all this money to spend on all these players and FFP, and they haven't got a frigging sponsor. I haven't quite don't understand Chelsea, but that's where we are. Right,
here we are then, moments away from the kick-off of the new season. Yeah, I know it all started on Friday, but it didn't really, did it? The season begins now, the season that really matters. Didn't even watch Match of the Day. I just wasn't asked.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of football over the weekend. Just shout out to some of our club legends, by the way. Tony, son of Barnes, Luffy, Scouts wannabe, Debs, Jocker's in there as well. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, guys.
Danny Hartwig-Smith is our mod extraordinaire, is our legend, but also mods in the YouTube comments. Get that like in, Reds. Our team has changed.
Here we go.
Me. We are underway at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea send it long over to that right wing. Looking to get Liverpool on the back foot, and he's immediately missed the football, and it's a throw-in for Liverpool. Yeah, big love to Ben Pryor, Hitchin Baz, Trig Josh, Rachel Todd, Dickie Oy Red, Nick Pryor, some of our members in the YouTube chat right now as well. We have got the members board here. If you want to drop a membership in, I'll get you on that.
Can I have a song, please, Mr. Paul?
Oh, go on.
Can I have Salah song?
Oh, yeah.
Going for 7 in a row, Salah. They're free at the back, mate, definitely.
Yeah.
And Gallagher's quite deep there, look at that. It's Gallagher playing DM. Gallagher's there DM, and it's Fernandes and Chukwuemeka who are favourite.
Oh, hang on. Oh, the press. Chelsea are falling apart. Liverpool, can they pick a little gap through? Salah tries to turn it round the corner from McAllister's pass, can't quite. They tried to keep the door shut. Liverpool keep them penned in. Cody Gakpo, he's holding off two.
Nice.
Ball breaks, well done, Jota. Intelligent play there. Trent to Salah on the right-hand corner of the penalty area. Little knocking behind.
Szoboszlai, good ball.
Szoboszlai was getting forward there. Salah goes back. McAllister's under pressure. Whips on towards Jota. Goes for a little flick on header. Doesn't get the direction or the pace, and it is a goal kick. But Liverpool started really brightly there, Steve.
They were all over, I said before, then like Conor Gallagher's there DM, and Liverpool just
Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, Liverpool were all over him twice. They took the ball off him. That's a surprise that they've gone with that. You'd have thought it would be Enzo Fernandez doing that role, but no. And I think Liverpool, they smelled blood, didn't they, and went for him straight away.
Push in the back from Virgil van Dijk there.
Well, there's that long ball into that space behind. That's what their game plan's going to be. It's obvious.
He's Chukwuemeka dribbling into the box, door well shut there, well played. Salah
nice.
Turned around the corner, but Jota just couldn't quite find him. I tell you, it's a frenetic pace so far. And Salah puts his man under pressure.
Oh,
in the left back position. Oh, he's done just enough there.
It's Gallagher again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a nervy start. And look at that, Fernandes drops deeper now. I wonder if he's trying to help his mate out a little bit.
Thiago Silva there trying to play out from the back. Cody Gakpo goes over to put the pressure on. Heavy touch from Chelsea and Chukwuemeka, and he's nearly kicked it out for the corner. It does go out for the throw-in. Yeah, Levi Colwill under pressure. Thiago Silva trying to deal with it as well. Throw into Liverpool high up on that right-hand side. High tempo start from the Reds.
Yeah, we mentioned it, you said before, when we've seen the team news, that's Liverpool's best pressing team, and we're seeing it already. The Reds are swamping Chelsea. Just nowhere for them to go when they get the ball at the back.
Long throw from Trent looking for Salah. Big header gets it away for now. Szoboszlai keeps it alive. It's going to drop. And there's the box. Diaz knocked it down.
Nice.
All the way back out to Trent from McAllister. Trent first time volley to the back post to Jota. He heads it down. Diaz keeps it alive. Robertson's under pressure. Tackles. I thought he won that there. The referee says no. Robbo's saying it's our ball. It's not. not according to the officials.
Sterling onto the back, into defend.
Raheem Sterling, Velma's over to get it.
Get those likes in, by the way, on the stream, please, guys. Press that thumb, it's right there. So all you got to do, don't have to pay for this. I mean, you pay for your internet and your leggy and that, but press the thumb, boxes off.
That's all we ask. All we demand, I'll say. We ask for a lot more. Oh, Canate went forward there, high boot.
Is he off? He could be off.
Jackson's gone up, the referee. He's gone to his pockets. Anthony Taylor with the yellow card to Chukwuemeka straight away.
Oh, you want Ibu milking that?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
He goes up for it. He nearly catches him in the face. He gets him in the chest just a little bit. Probably fair play to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's looking at the ball.
Yeah, it's a high boot.
Player sent off. Trick Josh with a £50 super chat. Josh, you absolute hero. Get it in early. Hi, Paul Steen, the team at Redmen. Best wishes for the upcoming season. Words come out. New stand upper tier opening. Could be as late as October, November. Told you Southampton game. KC Imageworks got the info last season from Builder. There you go, mate. You had your finger on the pulse. Luis Diaz causing havoc already.
Be careful.
He's gone past 2, gone past 3, cuts back.
Robbo's going back proper left wing, yeah. Go on, give me.
Robbo. I'm not too high down that left.
It's Soboslai's playing on the right, by the way. It looks like, I don't know, or Gakpo more left.
That's what it would have been.
Here he is.
That before. Here it is, Gakpo on that left wing. Sending Enzo Fernandez for the echo. Allows him to get back up again so we can maybe beat him again. Soboslai on the edge of the box. Spins on it. Jota can't get on that. Trent chests it down. Tried to flick it past his man. I think that might have been handball, but it's wrong side of the referee. Can't really blame him for not.
There's the press again. Yes, Liverpool.
Well done. That's a
foul. He's in.
Jota. Oh, heavy ball to Luis Diaz. He manages to claim it in the right by the corner flag. Squares up. Reece James. Dancing, still got it.
That was a poor ball. It wasn't a hard ball either by Jota. It wasn't that difficult to get. Just Diaz was in. There was no one near him, and Jota just put way too much on it. The angle was wrong and way too much pace. If he just rolls that in, Diaz has got a first-time shot. Absolutely. But again, it was Liverpool's pressing. They chased him all across the pitch.
Trent and Soboslai link. I'm not sure that ball was for Trent, but Trent kept it alive wonderfully. Salah wide on that right-hand side. Now Soboslai's inside him. He's going to drive towards the penalty area. He's in the penalty area. He's past his man. Shot on goal! Oh! Wide. Diogo Jota was the one who took it off his toes. Soboslai, though, absolute hellish run from him. Just went for it, Steve.
Just ran right through the middle of Chelsea. Did they get in each other's way? I don't. Yeah, well, Jota takes it off Soboslai's toes. It's brilliant by Soboslai to get himself into the box. Yeah, Jota takes it off him, but gets it all wrong.
Yeah.
What I would say, we are very fluid. You know, everyone's popping up everywhere, and Chelsea are chasing shadows a bit at the moment. It's been a really strong 6 opening minutes for Liverpool. Haven't quite tested Sanchez, but very, very promising sign so far. Go on, Ibu.
Hitch and Baz, my not illegal on the slightest stream is a minute behind. That's why I'm only now saying that was a red. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, wow, brilliant. I mean, first real moment of magic I think we've seen from Soboslai. Apart from that, we talked about it on the pre-season wrap-up show. The attempted lob in pre-season was a real highlight. It wasn't quite, but
I think it's
real direct.
And his set plays.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, on his corners, but that's the first time we've really seen him on the ball, driving forwards, changing the landscape. Really, really good. That's we've been so lacking. Normally that would have been 3 or 4 passes, recycle play, having the confidence to just burst through, break the lines.
And he's so big and strong, and that's the difference. Is with all due respect to some Liverpool players, the past on midfield, they've been, if you're slight or whatever, he's a big, strong fella.
Yeah. Liverpool took the throw, and it's in Chelsea's half. Again, trying to keep that pressure on Conor Gallagher. Just manages to come away. Cody Gakpo goes across.
There's that long ball
into the channel. To want to chase down, Van Dijk goes across.
Brilliant.
Stuffs it out. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Stops Sterling from getting in down that right hand side.
Go on, Robert.
Andy Robertson, ball right onto the toes of Conor Gallagher, and that's a foul from Cody, and that's a free kick to Chelsea just inside their half.
I think it was a foul by Robertson as well. I think he could have given either of those. That was a shame, that, because Robbo done really well. So he burst past one, and it was just a really lazy ball. And he had options, and obviously then he was forced to foul Conor Gallagher.
Trick Josh says, let's have some score predictions then. 2-1 to Liverpool for me. It's in the game, mate. I am not giving you a score prediction live.
I can tell you what I said before the game. I said 4-2 to Liverpool.
I
think
I might have said 7-8. I
said 4-2. Yeah. Ibu Konate's just holding off Ben Chilwell with ease. Can you get rid of
and he's megged him as well. I don't know if he called it. I'll call it for him. Megs, well done, Ibu.
This has been such an impressive start from Liverpool. Get out of the way, knobhead. They're not allowed to do that. I thought you're not allowed to stand over free kicks anymore. I thought you were going to stop that.
It's like kicking it away and all that kind of stuff. I don't mind this so far. Chelsea haven't quite settled. It's a ball over the top. Oh, Luis Diaz so nearly in behind straight away there. He is in the box. He can't quite get it under control. He's forced to exit on that left-hand side. Inside is Jota. The ball is not a good one. And Chelsea can try and build their way out. But again, can they get past the press? Salah puts his man under pressure. It's a long, aimless ball, and Kanate had to be sure there, just puts it out for a throw and right.
I don't think he did.
Line.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't think he needed to do that.
I don't think he trusted his touch.
Yeah, that's what it was. He thought, I'm getting shot.
It was bobbling around, wasn't it? That's a one way. You either ping it down the line, but then it might come back at you and you're out of position. I thought reasonably sensible there.
Yeah, if in doubt, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was interesting, that ball from over the top. I think it was a Colwell who just got her head on it. I'm not sure what it was actually. It might have been Desai actually. But yeah, Diaz looked in.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Reece James on that wide on that touchline. Raheem Sterling, Cody Gakpo gets back in. James advanced, goes for the cross, blocked by Virgil van Dijk. He's remonstrating with the fourth official. I don't know whether he's trying to say it.
Offside or the ball going out.
Yeah. Let's have a little look at this one again.
Yeah, he must have thought it was out.
Virgil forced to engage there. Wasn't particularly happy about doing it, but it is a corner to Chelsea, far side of the pitch.
It was nice to see Van Dijk in that position. That's what he's brilliant at, just stopping the cross here at front post.
Enzo Fernandez going to take an outswinger for Chelsea here. Run up on 10 minutes played.
Why is there a badge on their kit like a shiny hologram?
I honestly.
Oh, set piece.
Special edition.
Set piece.
Thing. Salah turned his back on it there.
Be careful.
All pinged in. Jota,
great defending by Jota.
Headed away. Liverpool haven't got it clear.
Scramble
in the box.
Scramble.
It's volleyed up. Robertson heads. Oh, is it Jota?
Robertson, yeah, you're right.
Up and away. No, again, still not totally cleared.
Don't foul him.
Sterling scampers away with it. It's midway inside Liverpool's half. Very central. Can't find a pass. Still got it. Goes into the channel. It's well covered by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can he keep possession? He's going to send that one down the line. Looked like it went out. Yeah, Chelsea thrown.
It was really important defensive header from Diogo Jota because Liverpool pushed out, and it was a set play by Chelsea. They worked it. They wanted to get runners, and thankfully Jota, because he was on his own. He had to win that header, and he did.
Chris Chance says Chloe's so passionate I can hear her screaming. Yeah, we've got the podcast studio chock full at the moment. So yeah, if Liverpool manage to win, you'll see more of that. Sterling picks it up between the lines on that right hand side. Virgil van Dijk's a little too advanced. Ball played in behind.
Great defending by Ibu Konate. Fantastic block. Really good.
Under pressure from Sterling, comes away with it. Jota lets the ball run across his body, gets it to Diaz. Diaz is 1v1 with his man. Jota tears past him. Diaz plays it in behind. Cody Gakpo. It's gone strong. It's Conor Gallagher. Cody Gakpo cuts it back. Oh, it's too heavy for Salah.
Still alive.
Oh, Salah right-footed at the crossbar. Oh my word.
It's the bar. It was a poor ball by Gakpo. Liverpool worked the counter so well, and Gakpo was amazing. He held off Conor Gallagher with ease, but the pass to Salah was a poor one. I think he should have shot. Yeah. He should shoot.
I don't know. The defender's blocking the shot off.
He has to shoot, Paul. It's a poor ball. He lays it off at the outside of his boot. I'd have to see that. I think he has to shoot. Salah goes to the curler and nearly gets it.
He beats the keeper.
Yeah, but yeah. I think he has to. I think Gakpo has to shoot, and if not, that pass has to be so much better. It was a lazy outside of the boot, but again, Liverpool on the counter attack looked dangerous.
Trent right hand side now.
Diaz looking for that ball.
It is Diaz just over Diaz's head. He's going to run out for a Chelsea throw-in. Trick Josh says, will we get Vardiol? That's the latest rumour, isn't it? Yeah, he signed for City. He came on in the Charity Shield last week. Mamungu Gaming, we haven't seen you on the channel for a while, mate. I certainly haven't. Hi Paul and Steve, glad to see a great start from the Reds. Come on chat, let's get 1k likes for the Red Men. Chris needs cash for lucky biscuits. Of course he does.
That's excellent defender by Konate, by the way.
It was a great run from Enzo Fernandez. They picked him out well. They got in behind that space for Van Dijk being a bit more on the front foot defending. Nice. But Liverpool's counter-attacking was brilliant. It was Gakpo who started it all, holding off Sterling in midfield. And then ends up down the other end of the pitch. And you're right, he actually probably got the pace to just push on beyond Gallagher, but he makes sure he steps back in, sends him flying, and he gives him a free run.
I haven't seen the angle from behind the goal, but I think he should have shot. The pass was like, he went for like a no-look outside of the boot.
Yeah, my sneaky feeling is that it's one of them. If you get the pass right, you're giving Salah an unimpeded shot at goal, which I don't think is any bad thing.
Yeah.
And maybe the defender just done enough to block it off on his right foot.
I think Conor Gallagher...
Sobber's like, just creefed on it, but got caught in possession. This is where Liverpool need to be careful.
Just foul him.
That's all right. They're keeping them there. That's fine.
That'll do us.
Jackson had to get back there to win the ball. Liverpool look like they've got decent numbers back here, but Chelsea have got a few forwards. Chukwuemeka plays the ball in.
He's offside, surely, no?
Chilwell. Yeah.
Nice by Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai, lovely little both foot feint there, and then chips into Trent. It hits Trent on the arm.
Oh, his boot fell off.
A little slip, yeah.
Literally his boot fell off. He slipped.
But Liverpool keep the door shut once again. Chelsea look to build down this left-hand side with Chilwell playing it inside to Enzo Fernandez, back to Chukwuemeka. And then to Thiago Silva right on the centre spot.
That kit looks boss, by the way. This looks like a kit that you win things in.
Yeah, it's a shame it's only a Europa League kit, really. But,
yeah. We'll win that.
Chelsea, probably the longest spell of possession they've had, and it's a strong 30 seconds from them here. Ben Chilwell gets sent to the turf. There's a little remonstrate himself with the referee, but Chelsea are knocking it around the back at the moment.
Conor Gallagher's had a tough 14 minutes so far. Liverpool have identified him. Look, he's the press. Again, you go,
oh, unlucky. Diogo Jota went to ground there just to try and get a little toe on Gallagher's ball, but instead got a toe on Gallagher.
He's the
because with the free kick.
He's the trigger, isn't he? Conor Gallagher getting the ball is Liverpool's pressing trigger. Yeah. I think it's obvious.
You can see Liverpool 2 banks of 3 there at the moment. Trent very much sat in at right back for the minute. And you see Szoboszlai, McAllister and Gakpo 3 across the midfield, and then Diaz, Jota from left to right, and Salah in a line in the front 3. But it's interesting there, Szoboszlai just slightly more advanced. Good solid start for the Reds again, really getting in Chelsea's faces. Been a couple of little tests. You feel Chelsea just starting to get a little bit more of a grip on the game. Well, but what it does is it opens up counter-attacking opportunities, which is what I think we're going to be really good at again this season.
Yeah, they've had, looking to start here, for 60% of the ball, but they've had it in areas where I don't think Liverpool mind them having it most of the time. Yeah. It's that the ball forward, is like they just played there. It's done. You've got to be careful of to James.
Yeah.
Here they go again.
Go with Raheem Sterling. Andy Robertson's got to get back. It's a ball across the face. Alisson Becker goes down and just stops the strike on goal. And Thiago Silva, long clearance from Liverpool, just heads it down and negates the pressure.
That was really good goalkeeping by Alisson. Was it Chukwuemeka who was? No, it might have been Jackson actually.
I think it was Chukwuemeka down to the goalkeeper, forcing the goalkeeper to get down at his feet. It's a little easy, but Liverpool have got to get back in shape. It's only the defender. It's a terrible ball from Sterling.
They're finding a little half space in between there now, just to the left of where Alexis McAllister is. Sterling's got in there a couple of times now. But it was a nice 1-2 with Sterling and James, and I think Robertson should do better.
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. It was Jackson getting to the front post.
Alisson does magnificently well. Let's have a look. So does Jackson, who gets a touch on it? The striker gets a touch, and then Alisson's right on top of him. Yeah. I think the striker will do better, but I would have thought Robertson would be disappointed there because he gave Reece James 2 yards and still got caught.
Yeah. Alisson fires one towards Salah on the run. Well defended there. By Colwell.
Take it off him.
Silva.
He is, honestly, Gallagher.
Trent, what a ball to Trent Salah. He's got a man, it's got Diaz, a heavy touch from Mo. He just needed to bring it under control. And for the first time in forever, really, Salah's first touch really let him down. Great vision from Trent this day. Look at this, just decides, I'm playing this first time.
Just a wedge out, it's a second touch by Salah.
He knocks it onto his shin. Yeah.
His first touch is great, his second touch is an absolute stinger.
Alexis McAllister threatens a turn, but it just goes back to Konate. He needs a passing option here. He's going to lose that time on the ball. Konate just tried to force that one through. Liverpool got to be careful.
You are right. He had no pass on there, and he had to just place it in the end, and it was a forced. Oh, look at that! Lucky break goes Chelsea's way.
Has to go back and defend.
That's fine.
Does really well there.
Oh, nice by Alisson.
Szoboszlai, comfortable, well played, nice calmness on the ball from Liverpool there. McAllister pings one to Salah. Great, that's the touch. Now he's up against Colwell. Tries to play it because he has to Diaz. What a goal! What a goal by Liverpool! Salah the creator down that right hand side. pinpoint cross, and Luis Diaz full stretch of the back post to turn it home past Sanchez. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1. Stay Hall, fully deserved.
Mate, Alexis McAllister, what a pass. Mo Salah, touch of the, he got the last one wrong, he got that one all right. Just runs at Colwell spin and doesn't know what to do. And then plays the most outrageous of crossfield balls. It's an amazing Liverpool goal. Salah, first touch, and then Colwell's in big trouble. Do a go, do a stay. He gets turns everywhere. He's onside, Diaz. And it's a wonderful finish on his left foot. That is an amazing Liverpool goal. More than they deserve. Sorry, more than they do deserve it. I think Liverpool have been the better team, although Chelsea have had chances. But listen, that Salah has Colwell spinning all over the place. And that is a great finish by Diaz. We've always said, Paul, we need goals from that fella. If you're going to play left wing, Liverpool, you need to score goals. Sadio Mane's proven that for you. That is a wonderful finish. No chance for Sanchez. Absolutely fantastic Liverpool goal.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Get in. Mo Salah made the fucking pass. Outrageous how good that was. He just says to Diaz, yeah, mate, that's on a plate. Put that in the back of Sanchez's net, please. It's brilliant. And Colwell, and we all love, how highly thought of he is and stuff. And he was terrified of him.
He's 1v1 with Salah, and that's it. He's then half-turned. He doesn't know. You're running away from the player then. Which way do you go? And Salah's got, Salah twisted inside and out. And he actually didn't need to, because the run from Diaz was so good and it was so well identified that he just goes, no, I'm just going to play this. And I've spoken about this in pre-season now. Are we going to see Salah become Salah the creator? And look, he's been our best. Him and Trent have been our two best creators for the last, 5 years? But this feels like a season where he's going to be another level for Liverpool.
He's got lots to pass it to, who can score.
But it's the thing, it's like, and I said, it looks like he's finally been deprogrammed from AFCON, where, if he's playing for Egypt there, he runs at that, because he knows he's got Colwell on toast. Like in this situation, Salah could just continue to go, but Chelsea's defence are all over the place.
It's such a good ball. Yeah. Thiago Silva's legs, he can't get back. But watch this.
Where from McAllister's past this?
Yeah, that's what I say. You know, it's a bit reminiscent of what he did to Martinez. Not as embarrassing for Colwell, but when you're one-on-one with Salah, do you engage him or do you let him play it? I think you've got to. I think you've got to go for the ball.
I don't know how Chelsea was so open, far out of position.
Well, it was McAllister's pass and Salah's touch.
But it's mad because it's not like a direct ball over the top. It's a ball out wide. Here's one for Chilwell. He gets into the box, little hand in the back from Kanate. He falls to the ground acrobatically, and the referee just says, get up.
Yeah, I'm not having that one, mate. Tig Josh with the super chat says, what's your hand about the new fair kid, Paul?
Yeah, I think it's all right. It's not... I don't know if it's my cup of tea. But my kids love it. Like,
let's have a little look at this Chilwell. So Trent's got a bit of an arm on him. Kanate, nah, there's nothing in that. Get up, you knobhead.
That's ridiculous, that. Absolutely.
Should be embarrassed. You've got kids. You were going to watch you do that. Has he got kids? Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Get took off him if that's his behaviour.
Imagine doing that. Like, get fucking embarrassing, mate.
Virgil van Dijk squares it to Kanate.
I just don't know what you do with Salah one-on-one. Here he is again. What you do? I think you've got to engage. You can't stand up.
Dancing. Oh, he's megged him.
He's got it back.
Oh, there's a ball inside.
Turn. The turn was on.
It's all right. He sends it wide right to Trent. Gets it back through a cluster of bodies. McAllister.
What ball?
Oh, he nearly fed Salah in, but Liverpool need to make sure they get back in shape again. It's all well and good committing men, but it is just Jackson on his own. He's jumped to the floor. I mean, the referee's probably going to...
He is a bit rash sometimes, Szoboszlai, isn't he? And he didn't need to do that because...
Just the door was there. It was closed. He just closed the door over on him. Trent has a little way around.
Let's have a look. Is it a foul? Oh, maybe it's soft.
He jumps on the floor, Steve. He's clearly going nowhere. He knows he wants a foul, and maybe that's it. You're right, a bit from Szoboszlai. It's a bit daft.
Yeah.
Like,
you had the ball.
He's going nowhere. Exactly. You've got two guys there. He's going to give it away. Maybe a little bit of a lack of awareness of what his passing options were. So Szoboszlai gone, we'll take him out in case he unlocks something, which I'm not against. But
yeah.
Carl Martin says, awesome team play with the super chat here. That's the way to get it started. Let's go Reds. And Brimstar 12, the Chelsea goal drought.
Yeah, first goal in 5 games now.
I really thought we'd spoiled the goal there, but we're on time here. We'll see. Might be that. Oh, Kanate heads it up. Alisson needs to claim it and does. Well done.
You know what? It's only a little thing, right? I'd be absolutely furious at my centre-back there if he didn't challenge the goalkeeper. Caldwell just stood and let Alisson catch that. You've got to free it at him. Smash him. You know what I mean? You're more than welcome to challenge that ball. Basically, everyone just left it for Alisson. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's his sound, and I think you've got to just try and put him off a little bit.
Trent and McAllister look like they really enjoy playing football.
I'll tell you what, mate, Alexis McAllister's some footballer. Yeah. He uses class. I mean, he's playing DM and he's gone for one.
He's playing right wing for us at the moment.
Be careful,
Salah's not fucked about there, by the way. It's not, because the ball, he should be playing a ball to McAllister because he's made the run, but he's like, no, you're not meant to be there, mate. Let's play it back to the defence. Here's Trent in the DM now. Robertson on that far touchline.
Oh, that was a strange ball by
who was that? To Alisson. Diaz, was it? Alisson left-footed floater, flicked on.
Round the corner,
Oh, no, yeah, good defender from Chelsea.
Throw into them.
Tell you what, Luis Diaz, mate, that's a big weight off him already.
Yeah, I love Luis Diaz. My only criticism has been the numbers. Can he get the numbers? And yeah, if he does, if Mo Salah's going to keep teeing him up like that, he'll get plenty. But it was the in-to-out run as well. He timed it perfectly. It was very Sadio Mane-esque.
I've got 2 goals and assists in my head for Salah today.
Oh, be careful.
Oh, is Jackson.
Oh, jagged it wide.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was buffeted pillar to post on the edge of the box. He's kicking off an Andy Taylor. Book him.
Does he want a free kick?
Book him, Taze.
That's lazy by Szoboszlai there. He just let Colwell get away from him.
Kanate tried to cut the pass out and just missed it. It's difficult.
He wants the corner. Gakpo kind of gives him a shove.
Gakpo wins the ball, but it sends him into a more offensive.
It actually should have been a corner. It Van Dijk's calf.
Johnny David Blackshaw, been for 29 months, still going strong, my friend. That pass from Mac was like watching a Stevie G pass. Amazing. And Diaz on number 7. Salah first assist this season. Many more to come. Welcome back, lads. Is right. It's so good to be back when the Reds are playing really well. There's John W. Henry. Absolutely got a cob on that someone's trying to make him spend £115 million. Sorry, John, we love you, mate. We know that. Do people get humour on the internet?
No, that's going to be a gift that you're going to lose. But I was going to say, I was saying, he just saw like his pending account and gone, who's the fucking knobhead who's put 115? Who's York?
Yeah, it's like when I get like the Amazon Prime notifications come through on my phone. Like this. What? I didn't order this. Sorry, what film have you just bought on Amazon Prime? Oh, right, sounds, yeah.
Do you reckon...
Never been kissed, go ahead in.
He's got who's Schmat? Ken? Have I been hacked? Yeah. 150 million.
So I was at my wife's parents at the weekend, and they both had to get me to check a couple of texts and emails to check none of them were scams, and they were all fine.
Come back to it.
Be like that. John's going, can someone just double check that for me? Salah's free at the back post. Can he get the return? He can do. Salah, edge of the box. Mohamed Salah. No power. Couldn't get it past the Chelsea legs.
I think that was in, and I think he clears off the line. I think it had beaten Sanchez. Get up.
Andy Robertson.
That wasn't a foul. Oh, are we sure he's give a foul?
Going to go in the book there.
He's give a foul against Robertson on Sterling, and I'll have to look back at it.
He kicks him in both shins with one foot, I think.
I need the Salah chance. He takes his time.
Too long, isn't it? He just needs to stride in on
I don't know. Let's have a look. So Diaz does well. He skips around Desazzi, I can't even know how to say his name. Found well by Diaz. Let's have a little look.
2 touches.
Oh, mate, I think he's beat the goalie. It's a good defender now to get back on the line and block it. I'm not sure, but
again, look at Liverpool. It counts as got so much pace, so much energy, so much dynamism.
Yeah.
And again, you look at it. Gakpo's a threat. Diaz is a threat. Jota's, they're just pests.
Yeah, they are.
They're not giving Chelsea time to breathe. And this is Chelsea's one tactic: is they're going long. They're hoping they can get Jackson Martinez, it's a different guy altogether. They hope they can get Jackson in behind.
For the most part, Liverpool are dealing with that quite well.
So far, yeah. As Alexis McAllister turns on it, gives it back.
McAllister,
Andy Robertson.
He's got a bit of Genie Wijnaldum about him. He's quite press resistant. I say that, hoping that jinxing it, but he's just played a stinker of a ball. I say that, but he's comfortable taking the ball in gaps.
Oh no, come on, mate! You haven't got time there. Just McAllister and Trent just linking up really well, but McAllister just didn't know clearly there was a guy behind him there. Sterling up against Trent. Trent goes in, wins it. Well done.
Nice, that ball. No. I put the mockers on McAllister there because he was press resistant and he got pressed off the ball twice. But hey, Trent, look, he's getting bigger, isn't he? He's filling out, Trent. He's vice captain now.
But he's 24, mate, and that's what happens. That's the age when you become you become your last growth spurt, and you do it in broadness when you're at your mid-20s, and you see it. This is now Trent the man.
I saw his interview.
This is Gerrard, 2004, 2005.
I saw his interview today, and he said, like, I'm the vice captain. The last vice captain set the standard, and it's my job to set the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that will mean in all areas, but I'm guessing that means in terms of your physical working as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No one should work harder.
Well done, Diaz.
No one worked harder than James Milner.
He was good yesterday for Brighton, by the way. I watched a little bit of that.
Liverpool.
Carlos takes it off them again. Nice,
Carlson
Alexis.
To
And
release
fouled.
the ball. Well done. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Takes the foul. Really well done in Liverpool's half there.
It's been a really good 27 or so minutes from Liverpool so far. I'm just looking at at some of the stats here. Chelsea have had more of the ball. They've had 59 to 41. I don't think Liverpool mind that because Liverpool want to press them. I'll bring that as big zoom so you can see it. I say Liverpool have had 5 shots already. Obviously only the 1 on target, a couple of blocks as well. But yeah, I think we're happy to give them the ball and take it off them, but we're also happy to get runners in behind like Szoboszlai just done now.
Yeah, Szoboszlai right hand side, chasing, brings it back. Salah is deep on the right hand side now. Goes back to Alexis McAllister in the pivot. He plays it left to Andy Robertson. Robertson hasn't got a ball, so goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk across to Canate. Liverpool start again. McAllister right in that middle. Trent lets the ball.
Salah!
Great ball! What a ball! Mohamed Salah! Oh! 7 first games of the season for Mohamed Salah. 7 games in which he has scored. Oh my word!
It took ages. It was like when your horse is winning the national and you know it's going to win and you're just going to wait for it to get across the line. We knew he was going to score, but he made us wait and wait and wait and wait. We'll check the offside. It's a magnificent ball from Trent. Is he onside? It's tight.
Oh.
We're going to get the lines out. It looks offside.
He looks offside. He does. Maybe his shoulder. But he's absolutely took the piss there. Like
it's so tight on the offside. Oh, it looks offside.
I could hear Chloe saying that ball's left his foot in the
I think he's offside. It looks offside. To me, it looks like he's just leaning.
We'll have to see. I agree. I think to the naked eye, he looks offside.
When you start drawing the lines and all that kind of stuff is where you have to... Now, is it Colwell's left boot that's playing him on, or is it the guy over on the other side as well? Naked eye, it looks off.
Yeah, because again, it's full back.
It's the guy at the top of the screen, which is interesting. I think he's probably offside, but it's obviously close because...
What do we think in the comments, on or off? On or off, just write on or off in the comments.
Yeah, a lot of people thinking it is offsides, yeah.
The wider angle makes it look tighter.
The guy at the top of the screen could be playing
like
one.
Right side of centre half.
Off.
Yeah.
He looked off. He's half a yard offside.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Really unlucky. It was a hell of an idea of a pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Salah latched on absolutely amazingly. Yeah, it has been given as offside. So it is still Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1, and we wait longer for Salah to extend his opening day goal scoring record. But again, I've gone for Salah as my fantasy captain. We had this chat before we started filming. So he needs to beat Erling Haaland's 2-goal haul. 2 goals and an assist for Salah would be absolutely splendid today, or a goal and 3 assists, or whatever it is that's more to get me right back on top of my fantasy league.
That was actually, I'm surprised the fella didn't put the flag up for that. It looked,
because it is side, and Salah must look more offside from that side of the pitch.
I mean, listen, that's what VAR is. Not until he scores the goal, obviously, and you play on. But it was another great ball by Alexander-Arnold. Did he hold it too long? Because it was there, it's fine margins. He's offside by a...
It is what it is. Look, Salah...
He's leading offside, isn't he?
Salah always can afford to because of his pace, he can afford to hold that run a little bit longer, but it's fine margins in footy. The ball was perfection. Yeah. The run was so close to
the finish was amazing.
Was absolutely unreal. Basically waited the goalkeeper.
Oh, referee! Oh, he's offside. Fuck.
Jota's having a go at Enzo Fernandez.
Hey! Put his head in there, didn't he? He threw his head in on there, little knobhead.
You can hear Chloe there.
Sorry.
I really hope we win so everyone can see these videos afterwards.
You can't book... Why are you booking Jota? Why are you booking Jota?
Yellow card for Enzo Fernandez and Diogo. You're getting involved, mate, because he goes over to him. He's the one who instigates the kick-offs after the fact.
Yeah, but he doesn't...
No, but he does. He
just calls him
He kicks off him, he goes over and he puts his head in. Yeah.
As I said before about Chilwell being a bit of a... I wonder if Jota can just roll on the floor there when he puts his head on him. I don't want you to do that, but I wonder if he did. Yeah. He could have caused any problems.
Their only actual DM is now on a yellow card, which is interesting. It is Chilwell. He's under all kinds of pressure, does really well to pass out. But Colwell can't.
Nice!
Szoboszlai. Oh, he just can't get into control. Does win it back, though. Trent gives it him. Liverpool.
Oh, Ibu's first touch was a stinker. Absolutely right decision.
Yeah, his legs looked like they were in the wrong sockets for a second there. That was a shade. That was how like Mamadou Sakho looked every single time he played football.
And anyway, I've given it. I'm just going to foul you.
Deb's Disney Desk, fucking boss that analogy, stay the national one, I believe. Come on, Redmen. Yeah, I thought that was one of your best, that mate.
Wasted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Can we make a request that Steve's analogy goes in the if we win, everyone touch wood for me that stays in the edit if that's the case. Alexa McAllister fighting for that tooth and nail.
Take it off them again.
3 Liverpool players. Jota comes away. Oh, just can't quite. But he needs to cool down. I think Jota needs to be careful.
Be careful here. Now this is where they want us in space. Sterling.
Chelsea flying forward. Sterling cuts inside. Tries to play the pass. Gives it away in doing so. And Liverpool keep them out for now. It's back towards the halfway line. Chelsea will take the ball and look to build again. Conor Gallagher turning. Plays it forward. Van Dijk cuts that one out and just lofts it forwards. Yeah, it's a bit of...
That's where the space is behind Liverpool as well. I'm surprised. They're actually going the other way. They're going down Liverpool's left.
Yeah.
The space in between Robertson and Diaz, and they find Sterling's picking little pockets up in there, and then when they find him, he has got time. Yeah, so far he hasn't really hurt us, but he's played a couple of good balls. Obviously the big chance that Jackson had came from that as well. It's to the left of McAllister, where obviously Gakpo's playing on that side, maybe just isn't as deep. That Liverpool has to be careful. Now luckily what's happened is Van Dijk's over there and he's often come across to help, but it's something that I'm surprised again by Pochettino's tactics. So everyone else just comes down the other side. Maybe it's the old double bluff, but I mean, I'd just go for the proper bluff because everyone else seems to score off it if I was them. But it's
they got their best players down that side.
Yeah, they're just trying to get Sterling on the ball, aren't they, as often as they can.
Yeah, what's a ball into the middle? Gakpo
nice.
Flicks it up and over, just can't bring it down. Szoboszlai.
Nice, yes, Dom. You know what knows to do there? That kit launch.
Offside.
He's a very handsome man.
He is. He's a good-looking fella.
Oh wow, Szoboszlai when he walked out, I was like, wow.
Shades of the Emre Can about him, do you think?
I don't know.
More or less.
You know when it's like someone's really good-looking,
yeah,
and they're on a stage and they have like a presence of like wow. Good. Yeah, he was Alisson was a handsome man, but Szoboszlai stole the show.
He's more. I think he's more handsome than
yeah, he was, and he's a big fella. That's the thing. The other thing I noticed how big he was.
Yeah. Chelsea. On that right hand side, can't make their way through. Goes back to the defence.
Ironically, Missy Bocanes was probably the star of that show. She was the boss, wasn't she?
She's amazing. Little chipped ball to this side. This is where again you mentioned it. Reece James is offering really great width, and obviously he's got that pace. He's been linking up with Sterling quite well so far.
He has done his job there though. Just got in the way. You know what I mean? We're not expecting Luis Diaz to be a wall of a defender. Just slow him down. Let Robertson get set.
Szoboszlai flying in there. On Virgil van Dijk again, but it's Chukwuemeka Mecca. Chelsea starting to build up now. Diaz has to get back in. Robertson's in position.
Nice.
Canate blocks the cross. Chelsea still have it down that right flank. Come on, Diaz, get on his toes. Deep
nice
cross.
Again.
Right into the heart of the 6-yard box, and Virgil van Dijk gets it up.
That all started, Paul, because you called it spot on. Szoboszlai dived, they just overcommitted.
Yeah. Reece James again, Sterling to the dead ball line. He's inside the box. He needs to cut back. He does. It hits Trent and goes over the crossbar. Just enough.
He didn't hit him. He kicked it over. It's great defender by Alexander-Arnold. Sterling gets in, and no one can touch him. He's on run along the byline, mate. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. He needs that over the bar. Okay. It's really. He got himself in a good position. What I would say.
I was looking at his facial reaction afterwards, which was very much like a man whose heart was in his mouth. Enzo Fernandez outswinger from that right hand side. Canate gets up with a big header. Sterling gathers it right hand side of the penalty area, and again they're going to look to whip that in with Enzo. Szoboszlai with the header doesn't get it all the way to free, but it's unmarked, and Chelsea are in and they've scored. And they just didn't clear the lines properly at any point during that. It felt like it was building and building.
And soft goal to give away.
Yeah, it's Disasi who's the one who's ultimately turned it in. Scrappy goal from Chelsea, but I'm sure they won't give.
I was saying we were doing really well at cutting the crossing off in terms of we were the first contact on loads and loads of crosses. But what happened is that obviously some go and some stay, and as it nods back in, he's just on his own in the middle of the goal. So we'll have to check through. So the header first out is a good header from Liverpool. It goes out wide. Reece James's cross comes in. It's a really good header from Szoboszlai, but then as it's nodded in, he's just on his own, unfortunately, just in front of Alexander-Arnold. There's no offside because I think Canate and Szoboszlai, who headed it, have gone really deep.
Yeah.
I just don't think Trent's quite...
He just reacts to it. Yeah, he's in the right, it's not a... It's just a hopeful ball nodded into the right area of the pitch.
And he scuffs his finish as well around Alisson. It's unlucky from Liverpool, but Yeah, it's just a bit of a nothing goal, that isn't it? It was easy. It was a good little nod back in by Chilwell. You're right, he just couldn't quite clear the lines.
And there you go. Debut goal for Axel Disasi. Well, that's a kick. Liverpool have had some big chances. I'm sure he had one disallowed. His Salah now right inside his touch, just couldn't.
Just give them a lift, doesn't it? When we were.
Well, we had this last season, didn't we? Yeah. When we just kind of they let the crowd get on top, and they really dragged themselves back into it.
Yeah. Speak
careful. In fact, the season before, I apologise. It was the one where Kovacic scored that goal. I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Well, no one scored in the last games.
Yeah. Oh no, he's in again. Alisson Becker, they've gone round him. And somehow it's 2-1, it's Ben Chilwell.
Just ran through the middle of Liverpool. That's a shambles. How's that happened? Liverpool are all at sea. And it was going so well for 30 odd minutes, and in the blink of an eye, and we're losing this game, and the defensive fragilities that we all knew were in part of this Liverpool team. We all said if Liverpool were going to win this game, they were going to have to score a lot of goals. I don't know how Ben Chilwell just ends up there on his own.
Again, it's bodies. We just not got enough. He's offside there.
Oh, it could be close.
He's miles offside there.
He looks off. We'll get the lines out. The lines on the pitch make me think he's offside. It's where it's Trent's boot.
Yeah. It looks like his left shoulder's furthest forward. If I had to guess, I'd say that looks offside.
It looks, again, naked eye makes you think offside. It's where Trent's shoulder arm is, maybe. We're going to draw the lines. It's going to be tight again.
What do we think then, people watching home? On or off? Let us know in the comments. I think that's off.
A naked eye looks off, but you never know again, do you? I mean, he's off. Yes.
Yeah, it's offside. Oh, in your face.
In the end, and this... fuck off, knobhead. In the end, and I know it might sound mad saying now, Trent's decision not to go saves Liverpool there.
Yeah. Offside.
If Trent goes, he plays him on. In the end, it wasn't great defending from Liverpool, and they got away with it.
So 1-1 disallowed goal apiece. It is still Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1 as we head towards the 40th minute, and that means there's probably going to be a significant amount of injury time at the end of this one.
Right, what that does now, right, wake the fuck up, because you got done by the sucker punch, and then you did the whole one brings two thing. Just calm down. There's going to be a lot of added time.
Well, it was interesting. Alisson, the first thing he did was get up and start screaming at everyone and saying just that, this is where you need leadership on the pitch. This is where spend 5 minutes, make sure your runs back are done extra hard.
Nice.
Diogo Jota steals it. Gakpo, Diaz heavy touch. Oh, it's dropped to Mohamed Salah. Salah, poor shot. Comfortable save from Sanchez.
He never got out his feet.
No.
He set it still. He needs to get that a yard out of himself. Conor Gallagher's having a stinker. Yeah. Liverpool take it off him again. Goes wide from Gakpo to Diaz. Diaz, nice ball to Salah, bit deflection. Salah's first touch isn't good enough. He stops it dead. He needs to roll. He needs to touch and go. The Salah goal.
I'm sorry, but he's never generating the power to score from there. That's almost impossible.
Once you stop the ball dead, you need a moving ball to do that.
Exactly. Canate again, big header. Virgil lobs it forward to Trent. Trent lifts one, looking for Szoboszlai. Well done, Szoboszlai. Driving forward. Oh, he really fed Diaz. Was on the shoulder of the last man. So close it was very well shut at the door. And I'm not sure about that referee.
It's the lad who scored, I think, the blocks it. I think it was the lad who scored.
Disasi.
I think it was his block. It was a great idea. I think it was Szoboszlai tries to find Diaz.
Time and time again, though, when we're turning the ball around, we've always got at least one guy waiting for that ball in behind. I tell you, Steve, Darwin Núñez in the final half an hour of this game could have an absolute field day if we're still in decent shape by that point, but...
It's the fact that you mentioned it again. It's that Liverpool got the pressers on, and the trigger. Look, they're letting them have the ball here. They'll let Thiago Silva have it all day. It's when it gets fired into Gallagher or Enzo, Liverpool are going. Now they go into end zone, they go Liverpool, and then Chelsea go back. It's an obvious tactic, but I like it.
That's Alexis McAllister pressing a little too high for my liking. Szoboszlai needs to get this right. Just don't need to do anything daft. Just keep them in place and chase your man.
There you go. Win it back.
Yeah, Trent does really well there. Here's Diogo Jota out to Salah. Chelsea got good numbers back.
Nah,
Salah tries
too
to
ambitious, that.
Nah, no, you're right. Tries to send Jota through. It wasn't the ball. Didn't make it through anyway.
Nice
Back
one.
with Sanchez. You might as well have a go.
To be fair to Salah, he chased his mistake and didn't let Chelsea get out.
Listen, Liverpool missed the press here. They need to go and get back in.
Yeah.
Conor Gallagher. Salah looks a bit knackered there. He needs to get back in.
He's just done a big run, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Chasing down the goal.
This is fine. Just don't lose your shape here. Yeah, you see, everyone's getting back in. That's good. There was just a couple of them where we were a little too slack on the press. You can cover two, but then the third pass becomes really obvious, and Chelsea took it, and Liverpool just need to keep the car. Oh my God, it's a great ball across the box. Konate
didn't do enough there. Andy Robertson again.
And Jackson's fired it over the bar.
The 1-2 between Sterling and Reece James is causing Andy Robertson a really hard time.
Yeah.
It's that they dink the ball out to the left to James. It's every time, and Reece James at the moment is just too strong and too fast for Andy Robertson.
I'll say a little on his heels there. Just didn't react to cut it off at the near post.
He does just about enough to put Jackson off. It's not a good finish by the striker, but it comes again. Liverpool got to be that when there's no pressure on the ball and they can dink it to Reece James. That's the danger signs for Liverpool. He's having Andy Robertson in them foot races every time at the moment, and that's a concern because Robbo's, that's his game really, the pace and the tenacity.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's just the press is just starting to look a little leggy from Liverpool, and every time we miss it, these situations develop. The ball is deflected from Sterling right back into Alisson's hands there. But it's the press in attack there.
Well, Konate goes and doesn't get nowhere near it. We'll come back to Chelsea and it got the ball again.
Yeah, Sterling right hand side. Game fires one up.
Van
Jackson
Dijk.
with the header. Van Dijk heads it away. Diaz.
Go on, take it off him! Take it off him!
Oh, trying to put this Ashley under pressure.
Liverpool
it's not sticking in Liverpool's in the final third of Chelsea. Chelsea the ones with the ball and all the possession at the moment. Liverpool just look a bit rocked.
Yeah, they could do with half time.
Yeah, I really could, and that's probably still quite some ways away because of the amount
of breaks. They beat the press again there. Yeah. Down that right again there, right or left.
There's Jackson.
Reece James is he's doing.
But he's doing a very similar thing to what Salah's doing. He's just staying wide and he's just giving them a really nice out ball in a bit of space, and it's causing us to make a decision on who goes to him. Robertson, I don't think, can be the one who has to go over there. You need to drop someone else back in.
Yeah, you mentioned before the other time Liverpool could do with half time, but you'd imagine there's going to be fair amount of minutes.
Chelsea are going to go for this though, and that's the thing. If we can just cling on, there might just be one counter-attacking opportunity for the Reds. 6 minutes of added time there'll be, and 2 VAR checks and a couple of yellow cards we've had so far, and 2 goals.
Nice.
So it was like,
nice.
Well done, Trent.
What's that?
Yeah, he's trapped in somewhere in between Salah and Diaz there. It doesn't work out.
I just think we could have done with the ball for a minute there.
You can see it in the possession stats there. Yeah, Chelsea just starting to crank it up a little bit.
I think Trent, I admire the ambition to try and get rid of Diaz there, to try and play him through, but I think Liverpool could have done with half a minute on the ball.
Yeah.
Because they are...
This is the thing, but this
the press is just the yards off again. Look,
they've got the fans up.
Yeah,
they've got the possession. If Liverpool can play the cards right, and it's not that pass from Trent, you need 2 passes. Great save from McAllister, and you can set yourself free on a counter attack. There's one.
Have him again.
Who's your next pass?
Have him again.
Salah up against Colwill, right hand corner of the penalty area, goes for the cross, the back post. It's gone through everyone. They've kept it alive. Oh no, not quite. Jota, that full tilt, just couldn't quite keep it in at the back post.
We mentioned before, like James is causing Robertson problems one-on-one. Salah is causing Colwill big. He doesn't know what to do. And he's doing nothing. He's not engaging, but he's not slowing him up either. He's just there. And Salah just got the ball slightly wrong. I think he just overhit it. But that's the danger. Both sides, attacking down their own respective rights. Looks like the key. And no surprise, Chelsea's goal kick goes that way again.
Sterling did the better of Robertson there.
Back post, be careful.
Got to get back in. It's over Trent's head. Chilwell, he got there.
He slipped, and it's a good slip as well. It was obvious there. He made a great run, Chilwell. It was a great ball to find him. I think it's James again, or was it Sterling?
Sterling, I think.
He slips just as he's about to contact Chilwell, and maybe slightly lucky for Liverpool, he did.
Yeah, Chelsea defo ending.
It's interesting though, because we're just so used to teams going the other way. No one ever goes down that side because that's where Van Dijk and stuff is. But I mean, Chelsea, you're right. It's partly to do with the fact it's Reece James, who's an excellent footballer. But it's unusual for us to go.
This is right again. It's
Nice.
A lovely little lead from Szoboszlai.
It's a good tackle to be fair by Colwell.
Yeah.
Left one on Jota there.
Jota, yeah, looks to be limping there.
And that was a good. He's complaining, Jota, but I don't think there was anything wrong. It was a strong tackle. Szoboszlai's dummy looked good, but it sent Jota down the Swanee a little bit. Actually,
Jota just got rattled there, didn't he?
Yeah, he took a big blow. It was a fair tackle, I think. He does kick him in. Oh, he does catch him. He catches him on the calf. It's a painful one, that.
Yeah.
And we applauded Szoboszlai's dummy originally, but in the end, it actually wasn't a great one because Jota wasn't as close as we thought.
It's a great one if Jota reacts a little.
Well, if Jota's
quicker.
it's 5 yards closer. In the end, it's a bit of a hospital ball. But this stoppage, provided Jota's doing well, calms Liverpool down. But the one thing I remember last year is we were rubbish at restarts. Just switch on, get to half time now.
Yeah, and go again. A big way with Cody Gakpo there, and again he's so central to what we're doing in terms of pressing. Jota just little wince.
He's got a big look at that already on his. He's got a big mark where he got caught. He's in some pain. He's stitching him there.
Put a sponge on it, put a cold sponge on it, give him a slice of orange and get him back on his feet.
Are they stitching him or just plastering? If not, they probably.
It's a strong one. It's like knee on. It's like
no, it's not, mate.
He
catches him. Yeah, it's a strong challenge.
It's a bone rattler of a challenge, that one. Like where everyone stays up, but it's impact.
That's a painful one. I wouldn't be shocked if he comes off at half time with that. Like a bit of a dead leg.
Yeah, if he's got a dead calf or something, then that's there's not much you can do about that. Unfortunately, we'll have to see. Yeah, I can just.
Where we've done these likes, can you see?
Yeah, I can tell you now. We are on. Surely we've got more than 113 likes. No, 782. Yeah.
Fuck off. Right, 3,000 people watching. Press that like. 783 likes is a joke.
Be better. That's why we're not winning. It's your fault. Don't let it be your fault that Liverpool we don't win this game of football. 1,000 likes minimum.
They're going again down that right-hand side.
Yeah, Diaz having to get back in. It looked like handball from Reece James.
It just rolled down his arm, didn't it?
Yeah, he's fighting with Gakpo and with Diaz. He comes away. That's a lovely little spin in the middle of the pitch. Not really much McAllister can do about that. And Enzo Fernandez goes down.
It's good play by Fernandez. Yeah, sorry, and it was the spin that he just went round his international teammate, and he rightly won the foul. And yeah, set piece for Liverpool defend. I mean, 6 minutes now is probably going to be longer. Obviously, Jota just had the injury, so you might be looking at 7-8 minutes now.
Maybe. Free kick. Liverpool need to switch on for this one. It is right-hand corner of the penalty area. It's about maybe 10 yards outside the box.
It's a good position.
Fernandez is going to be taking it.
Why is he shouting with his hands? He shouts at him and he goes, "You can't hear me. What I'm going to do? I'm going to echo by putting my hands there. Yeah. That's going to turn my mouth into."
So everyone knows he's trying to shout out.
Foghorn.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you before, mate.
It's a free kick to Chelsea. It's a free kick to Chelsea.
That was it. I couldn't hear at first.
Man, I'm actually blocking the sound off. It's directing the sound, isn't it? Oh, it's a header. It's cooked back across the box.
That going to go out?
It's going to... Oh. McAllister's going to have to fight Sterling. Now it's gone out and it's a Liverpool goal kick.
Liverpool
got the shirt on that guy there.
Liverpool did not defend that well. Again, I don't think. It was the free header. Was it Colwell?
Hey, 1,174 likes.
Thank you.
And thank you, Trig Josh, for the super chat as well, saying just that.
I've noticed Alisson a couple of times now, just taking his time, and I think it's a good decision.
Yeah, I agree.
To get to half time.
So we're beyond additional time here, as you said before, probably another minute or so.
Yeah, Jota's injury was in injury time, so I think we might have to a bit longer.
Alisson sends it long. Gakpo goes for the flick on just a little bit over his head. He misjudged that one. Diaz.
Nice turn.
It's spun inside out by Reece James. And yeah, Chelsea just look like they've got more energy. It feels like Liverpool have blown themselves out a bit in maybe like the first half.
There's a lot of space in there now. Liverpool need to be careful here.
Yeah.
Maybe we blew out a bit out of steam with all the pressing, but we're a bit rattled, and here come Chelsea again. Ball into the box.
It's over there.
Just overhit.
Yeah. Chilwell will gather it at the far side of the pitch. Looks for support. Finds it in Enzo Fernandez. Chukwuemeka, Conor Gallagher is Chukwuemeka again. Looking for the give and go with Jackson.
Nice.
Cody Gakpo shuts the door on him. Conor Gallagher beats Salah to it. is Enzo on that left-hand side. He goes for the deep cross.
That's out, isn't it?
It's well too
That'll
deep.
do
Yeah, it's going to run all the way for the goal kick to Liverpool there, and Robertson won't even get the ball. He's going to let that. He's going to let that run down. Liverpool really could do with half time here. Really, really could.
What I would say is that Chelsea, excuse me, they haven't tested Alisson with all these chances. You know, they're on top of the game. Don't get me wrong, and they've ended the half really well, but Alisson has had to make a save.
Yeah,
the one chance obviously was offside, but they haven't had to since the goal. I mean, when they have been on top, and Reece James having a very, very good game.
Yeah.
But that's the one supposed saving grace as the whistle goes.
That's the half-time whistle. Yes. A half or two halves really. Liverpool looking absolutely scintillating in attack. Carving Chelsea apart. Chelsea just couldn't get out. They couldn't breathe. They were being pressed to death by Liverpool's high energy approach. And then they get the goal, and it comes from a set piece initially. Liverpool don't quite clear the lines. It's a fortunate fall. Ultimately, it drops to Disasi. I mean, I'm not sure he's going to score loads of goals for them this season, but he won't get few easier ones than that ultimately. And yeah, they get back in. They obviously have Liverpool have had one disallowed for Salah. Great ball from Trent. Salah just offside for that one. That would have made it 2-0. And it's funny because at 2-0, you could have seen it being 3-4 more. Liverpool were all over them. Them getting the goal back, you can see it, you can feel it. Liverpool's energy levels have dropped. Chelsea look on the ascendancy. They're getting to balls quicker. They look stronger all of a sudden. And obviously they get a Chilwell goal disallowed for offside as well. So it leaves a square. I'm thoroughly entertaining half a footy.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Aaron can bring this up for me. This is like the momentum chart. I know, bear in mind Liverpool are the blue ones on this because obviously we're the away team. It was all Liverpool. And then it was all Chelsea, and that's kind of how it's felt with the odd bit of obviously Liverpool trying to counter attack, which is those spikes there. And the plan for Liverpool was to press, and Liverpool pressed really well. And then it got to about just after the goal, and the press looked tired or just wasn't quite as well timed. It was a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Is that a fatigue thing or whatever? I don't know. But once that didn't work, it was a bit easier for Chelsea. Like I say, they've been threatening. Without Alisson hasn't had to go save after save after save, but there's been enough encouragement for Chelsea to keep going down. I think Andy Robertson's been given a bit of a torrid time by Reece James, and that's obviously their outball. But
and what you're finding is that Reece James and Sterling are linking up brilliantly. It's quite simplistic in some way, but that's what pace does. Yep. Reece James is getting to fly, and if not, Sterling's obviously got the pace to do it as well. But it's giving Ben Chilwell lots of space over that other side as well. So it's an interesting approach. You're right. It's counterintuitive to what we know you should be doing almost against Liverpool. But as you know, we said that's their best attacking threat down that right. It's a bit makeshift over the other side. But they, Chelsea look all right. Jackson, I think, again, think of how many centre forwards Chelsea have had over the years, prime Drogba's and Diego Costa's, etc. Might have caused us a little bit more there. He's getting in the right sort of areas, but we've been a little fortunate he's not been 100% on it so far. I just think we need to gather ourselves. We need this half-time's perfect. We need to get in. Just a couple of pointers, maybe everyone get a little Luco down your neck. Have a little bit of have a little sit down, recharge the batteries for a minute, because it's starting to look a little ragged, our press. It's not looking animalistic in like that way we hunt in packs. We're actually seeing people break from the pack. Szoboszlai's done it a couple of times. Konate's done it a couple of times. Gakpo's actually really faded out the football match as well. We had a super chat here from Jamie Uzel. Says, I think it makes more sense to put Jones in centre mid and let Gakpo up top than it is to bring on Núñez, because we need some stability. I don't think we'll make a half-time change, but actually, in terms of what we're doing, I agree. If Jota's took a knock, I would make that change before doing a straight swap for...
Yeah, Hitchin Baz is super chat as well, saying the same thing. They've been overloading. I think it should be Jones on for Jota if he has got a knock. He puts the Gakpo in CM. I think he means centre forward, but yeah, it's... Because I'm seeing a lot of comments here saying the defence isn't playing well. I think the actual the centre-halves have done all right. I think Trent's okay. Robertson's had a torrid time. But I think Van Dijk and Konate have been first contact on a lot of ball, like a lot of crosses, first header, second. Even before their goal, it was 4 times where Liverpool got the first contact. It was just... I'm not saying a fluky goal because ultimately it's a good little nod down by, it's a good little pick up by Chilwell, and obviously Desires in the right place at the right time. It's just the way it all panned out. I think he mishits it, which actually helps him get it past Alisson. But I think that the issue at the end there wasn't the defending. I think it was that they were bypassing the press too easy. And again, if you do that against us, mate, where we are so easy to play against, space everywhere.
The only other thing, again, I don't think we're going to change the shape of the system per se. We've seen a lot more Trent at right back actually than we have in midfield in this one. But there is just something in there that if we wanted to go give a bit more stability through the middle, is to put Gomez on and put Gakpo up front. Bring Gomez on for him, put Gomez to right back, put Trent in midfield. I don't think they'll be doing that, but I think it's an interesting shout. And Igor Locatar here says, similar to what we said already, Jones in, Jota out, Gakpo up top, question mark. The only way they're going to make change is if they're worried about Jota's injury.
Yeah.
We've still got it, and I thought that Chelsea will feel emboldened by what they've done, and rightly so. But we've just got to make sure we're solid enough to spring the counter-attacks, because our counter-attacking football has been really, really, really dangerous so far. But as I said, Gakpo is central to that. I talked about this before. You need to take 2 passes if you want to counter-attack. You can't just, it's very hard to counter-attack from deep, because effectively you're just asking someone to go into a foot race straight away. What you want to do is get 2, at least 2 bodies up in attack. You can use Salah to draw people in, get it to Gakpo, and then give him an option to play a pass from there and see if we can spring something. But I'm
just looking at their goal, mate. Sorry, I'm we'll come back in a minute. I want to speak about our goal in a minute, but as Szoboszlai gets it, Van Dijk goes out, and that's what kills us actually, because Van Dijk tries to play offside, but he's makes it too deep. Look, and if Van Dijk just stays, I think he gets that, and I think it's just.
Alisson so nearly saved
with his leg. It was just a bit of a scuff finish, but it was a scrappy one. What I will say is that, and again, we've complimented Reece James, and he has been really, really good. He's nowhere near Diaz.
No.
For the goal, he's 4 yards off him and doesn't track the run. Yeah. And again, that's like we have a similar issue with our right back sometimes. It's just that's where the space is. It's just the fact. Like I think we'd all agree, Reece James had a good game. Yeah. But our goal comes
doing the things that we know he's good at.
But our goal comes from he's nowhere near it. And again, it's the fine margins of both systems.
And it was interesting because, to your point, if Salah turns his run a little bit better, Trent's picked up one of the best assists I've seen in a long while, and we're talking about Trent being in the best, doing the best things that he's doing. You're right. Defensively, Reece James isn't doing that, but they've got 3 at the back as well. They've got 3 centre halves to try and stop us, and their defence actually looks a little bit more ragged than ours does.
Well, it's mad because and I've got the stats here. If Aaron come on to bring them up, sorry, Aaron. We'll just come back to it. Where is it? Yeah, 6 shots each. Like we both had the shots. They've had the one more on target, of course. I think that Jackson one that Alisson kind of got a touch and maybe saves that one. But we both attacked. I reckon both attacks have been as equally as effective and dangerous. Neither goalie's really had to make too many saves. Of course, Salah's one I thought was a weak effort that he had, but it is a game where you can see that both sides have some deficiencies, and we both know what they are. They know exactly now. They've smelled blood on that left-hand side, and Andy Robertson's having a hard time of it, and we haven't really got any options to do anything over there. You're not going to bring Costas on to get better defensively. That isn't an option. You could put Joe Gomez at left-back if you really wanted to, because he's got the pace and the power he's got the pace and the power to stop.
And if he's playing against, I suppose they're both playing at the two right footers on the right-hand side. If you had an inverted one, I think Gomez would be an interesting option there. But the fact that we've not seen any of that's a bit mad for me. You're right, Robbo's not doing, he's not really supporting the attack brilliantly, and he's looking a little bit, again, a bit ragged at left back.
To be honest, let's say, Reece James is just too fast and too strong for him at the moment. He hasn't quite got able to
Well, I suppose it's worth pointing out that Levi Colwill is the guy that we wanted to replace him, and Salah's having him on toast as well. There isn't, it's an issue, short blanket syndrome. Whatever, everything you try to do leaves a position free in some way to be exploited, and then it's on the quality of the team to do that. We've exploited them, they've exploited us. The recency bias of them being on top toward the back end of the half makes it feel a little bit worse than it actually is. But when you think about it, Salah's had 2 pretty clear chances on goal, 2 or 3 really, and he should really have been doing more with those. I'm feeling pretty good about how we've played, to be honest. I just think that we definitely looked a little bit edgy, a little bit leggy in the back end of that half.
Yeah, we look tired, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, and again, yeah, once our press goes and you play through our press, we're in big trouble. Because we haven't actually got tacklers in midfield, you know what I mean? We've got good pressers, but there's no one who, like, there's no Fabinho, he's not there anymore.
I think McAllister's having a good game, by the way.
McAllister's been good, yeah, he has. McAllister's been nice, he's been one of our better players, but without that press, we're going to struggle, and that's why I say I agree with listen, if Jota's fine to carry on, crack on, but if he did have to come off, it wouldn't be for Nunes for me. I would get Curtis Jones on, I would put Gakpo down the middle. I think that would be my preference, because at the end there, it did feel like Chelsea it was too easy to play round us.
They finally found the ways to play through our press, and that was it.
Because ultimately,
because
for the first 15 minutes, every time Conor Gallagher got the ball, Liverpool took it off him. Yeah. At the end there, he was finding Fernandes too easy. Yeah. Fernandes finds James, and all of a sudden, I
think Fernandes has actually started to play a little bit more freely. He's actually almost been told, they know where you are, so go and be somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's Conor Gallagher's not great, and he is looking a liability in a more DM-ish role for them, but he's just functionally the guy who then passes it on to Enzo Fernandez. So yeah, interesting to see how Liverpool cope with that. And look, they're very good with the analysis. Still have identified some of those changes and hopefully can put it right in the start of the second half. Judge Panayotis, Maha looks like magic to me. Yeah, I'm really impressed with him so far. Josh says Robbo struggling on the left, needs cover. I think
and that's the other thing. That's the thing, by the way, is that, like, you might just need to say to Lewis Diaz, can you just give me 5 minutes where you just come a bit... I mean, whether Liverpool are willing to do it, because you beat the press. That's the thing, when you play this system, excuse me, it might not actually be Diaz, it might be Gakpo. Can you do a little bit more? Maybe Curtis can.
Yeah, I think, again, we've got good options on the pitch. We've got good players. I think Liverpool will be able to go back and cause problems for Chelsea in the second half, but what they need to be is a little bit more clinical, and that comes actually back down to Mohamed Salah. Be a bit more direct, mate. Go and run it. A couple of those times where he's took a touch, he's killed the ball dead, and then he's took all the momentum away from it and then tried to restart. And yeah, he's struggled a bit in those situations. Right, sound. Right, we're going to take a break before the second half begins. Here's some stuff that we think you should have in your lives. Hey, do you like incredible Liverpool memorabilia? Well, I've got a boss prize for you. It is this. It is a signed Kostas Tsimikas shirt, the man that won us the FA Cup. If you want to be in with a chance within this fabulous shirt, then go to redmenplus.com, sign up or upgrade to legend tier status, and your name will go in the prize draw for this. Yes, get a bit of Kostas in your life. Become a legend subscriber on redmenplus.com. Hey, our brand new book has landed. It is Bobby Firmino, Best in the World, an A4 format, prestige, limited edition book featuring incredible insight into the life and times of a Kop icon, taking it back to his boyhood days in Brazil, his transfer to Hoffenheim, and a season-by-season guide to his time on Merseyside. follow the story of Bobby Firmino, get great stats, insights, quotes. You're going to see fantastic photos from his times at the Reds and unique artwork from a whole host of incredible Liverpool artists as well. It is a very limited edition, limited run, one and done. Grab one while you can. We've even got a special author-signed edition available as well, and even more limited quantities. Head to redmenmerch.com. You are sure to be thrilled and marvel at this wonderful creation of ours. Yes, head to redmenmerch.com. Grab one today.
Hello, welcome back. Paul fell in, so he's still on here. So we'll come back. Come back to me. I'll have me. It's my moment to shine. It's my moment to shine. Oh yeah, but thank you very much for sticking with us there. Like I say, Bobby Firmino book, redmenmerch.com. If you want to get one now, both sides are just starting to make their way back onto the pitch. Then it doesn't look like Chelsea are making any changes so far. Be interesting to see if Diogo Jota comes out for the second half or not. Of course, he took a big whack from Levi Colwill just before the break. So we'll find out. It looks like, I think I've just seen him sneak past the camera. So it looks like no changes for the Reds either. We're going to go again. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start that second half as well as we started the first. But yeah, there's Jota there. So no changes for Liverpool. Jota's obviously recovered from that whack. And like
I think there's something baked into us all, Steve, a bit where if you feel like a game isn't quite going your way, that it means there needs to be a drastic solution. Like there has to be you have to make a substitution, you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Liverpool will be reasonably pleased with this because I think we've been at our best. I think we've made them work. We've made them struggle more. We've crafted some pretty good opportunities as well. I mean, it's worth remembering we're away from home here. I know Chelsea had a bad season last season, much worse than ours. But it is still Chelsea. They've got some good players in there. Yeah. And, we've come to Stamford Bridge so far and actually done a good job of upsetting them. So more of the same, just a bit more freshness, maybe a little bit of, some extra plan gone in at half-time.
Here we go again.
Underway. Canati sends it long towards Jota, doesn't get it. Robertson. Chelsea looking to build up here. For me, this is about 5. Just go 5 minutes here where you can just try and frustrate them a little bit.
Sorry, right, mate, but we overload that left-hand side to give it back to Canati to go longer, and they just overhits it. And before you know it, Chelsea are out and they're running past all those lads who we committed forward. Like, that's just poor. I mean, like, that's not... It's not easy. It's not our ball, as if Canati... And it's obviously planned, because you know what they're going to do, because all our lads are over there, you know what I mean? Maybe it'd be better giving it to Virgil and going the other way, perhaps. Yeah. Because all it meant was you give the ball back.
Just play the ball aimlessly through Liverpool's defence towards no one. Go straight through for the goal kick. There.
They're not good. What are they? The Paul Pythons, they're shite, damn it. Yeah, they're bad. Well, yeah. Fucking hell. I don't expect great meat in pork pies. But fuck, I don't know what that is. That's anything, that. Oh my God. I wouldn't feel that's with dog.
It's trotter that.
Mate.
Allison,
yikes.
Dyke, playing it around the 6-yard box. Virgil sends it long. Jota's not going to win that header. But Liverpool, Cody Gakpo won the... Oh, sorry, Szoboszlai won the second one, but...
Takes it off Conor
Gallagher. He's got 3 men ahead of him. Jota's making that run. Can he go big square? He can do. Luis Diaz into the box. Luis Diaz goes for the curl. Like, no power. Wow. I mean, that was no danger really. There was no weight on the. I guess it was a shot from Diaz, but panicky defending there.
He's hurt himself as well.
Yeah, Jackson looks like he might have pulled a ball sack there.
Ball sack?
Yeah, he's definitely strained his ball sack there, Steve. I'm not having
it's when he goes for Van Dijk. Van Dijk kicks
Van Dijk, well, he's in the bottom.
You're right.
Strained ball sack there.
Absolute ball sack injury, yeah. But going back to Szoboszlai again, Liverpool keep taking the ball off Conor Gallagher. He's at the weak point in this Chelsea team. It's a good ball to Diaz. He does the right thing, he just doesn't get enough connection on it. And to be fair, Colwill panics a bit there. Yeah. Just gives Liverpool a needless corner, but Szoboszlai did excellently to take it off him, and he was the right ball. He bypassed the 2 runners and gave it to Diaz. It was the right option. Diaz, he goes for the Luis Diaz goal, cut inside Bender. It
was a bit of like neither here nor there, neither cross nor shot, no real venom in it. And it kind of like waved it in the general direction. Trent with the corner. That guy's just like a W.H. Smith's bag behind him. That's quite impressive.
He did look like that's exactly what it looked like. Perfect description. Right, then Liverpool look dangerous from corners in pre-season. We haven't had too many opportunities today to show it.
Trent far side, then out swinger.
The referee's telling Chelsea, like, you don't grab. It's Colwill and tell me his name.
What? You know
The lad who scored, I was putting water everywhere.
Brilliant. Disasi.
Disasi.
D-I-S-A-S.
Yeah, they're the ones who are doing the marking, and along with Thiago Silva. It's a big physical battle in there.
There we go.
Near
post.
post.
Oh, yeah, didn't get the flick on. Actually, our near post corners have been a real threat. Trent left-footed, big swinger toward the back post. Van Dijk gets up, heads it back across. Kanate goes for the flick on. Diaz goes for the overhead kick. Goes to the back post. Jota keeps it alive. It's Verge. Verge has gone for goal. Oh! Just over the crossbar. Hell of a strike between Verge and Van Dijk.
Look in. I thought it was in.
It was a thunderbolt, an unsavable thunderbolt. If that's on target, just doesn't dip. Just shaves the top of the crossbar maybe as it goes over. It's a clean strike from Van Dijk.
Oh, it wasn't far away. I don't think Sanchez is saving it if it was on target.
Kanate gets up, wins the header on the halfway
Klopp's
line.
lucky socks in the Discord says Van Dijk saying, "I'm sorry, Miss Jackson." After kicking us as wind in the nuts.
He did. He was a proper toe poke to the ball sack, that. Ben Chilwell trying to move his Chelsea players around for the throwing. Gets one from Chukwuemeka. Manages to turn away from Jota. And Szoboszlai, good ball out to Reece James. And this is where we've seen them be so dangerous. Diaz gets back in. No one's closing Sterling at all. But we'll just about deal with it for now. Szoboszlai, little bit of an underhit past to Jota there.
Exactly that. He didn't put
Jota waited toward it. If it's not coming, go to it there, mate. Chelsea have got space.
Nice
behind. Trent tidies up, does well. McAllister holds off.
So good.
Brilliant.
So good. Salah's gone. Give me. He had to go.
Yeah. It goes. Salah comes short for it. 1-2 with Szoboszlai. Well played.
Salah had the foot race he wanted.
He's sending Szoboszlai down that right hand side now. What have you got? Okay, that's fine. That's it. Keep possession. That's fine. Big, gone for the switch. Nah, it's poorly hit, and Sanchez can gather it and nearly run out of his area with it. But
I think Szoboszlai just needs to go down the line. Salah had the one-on-one foot race with Colwell that he absolutely wanted, and Szoboszlai just didn't give him the ball. McAllister there was excellent. But Trent on the cover on the back post first to give it to him. McAllister did so well to get Liverpool out.
Yeah, Chelsea playing it around the back. Fernandes just floats one over to Reece James.
Jota doesn't look like he's moving comfortably, you know. Look at him. He looks a little bit limpy. Something to keep an eye on.
Definitely. Chelsea again having at the back. They're looking for passing options. They just can't find one.
Liverpool done well there to block
the left wing. Chilwell drops back to get it. Trent cuts that one out.
Nice.
The red shirt is Cody Gakpo in the centre circle. Plays it to Jota. Jota just cut. Oh, brilliant. Well done, Diogo Jota. Finds Andy Robertson on the tear. Great cross.
Nah, it wasn't. It was a poor
just
cross.
Over the head of Cody Gakpo.
It was a poor cross, that. He was too close to the goalkeeper and too just floaty.
That's the right area, that. I mean, look at it's not, obviously it's not right because there's an edit.
Nah, it's too floaty. That I don't think that's the right ball. And he knows as well. He just puts his head to the sky. Yeah. Just too much height on that, that's what I'm saying. It was just too floaty, and that's got to be drilled, hasn't it? If it that height, well, even if someone heads that, then there's just there's no way they're going to generate power.
Yeah. Chelsea have got it back in the back.
And I think it was Gakpo who's in there. He's not exactly short.
Yeah, he's going to be Gakpo putting the press onto Sanchez now. Chelsea. Got lucky there. No, Robertson. Great ball to Diaz. Diaz left wing now. Played in behind to Robertson to the byline. Slides. Crosses cleared away. Corner to Liverpool. This is a Szoboszlai one. Let's see.
Fair play to Thiago Silva. Got his position spot on again.
Yeah. He's a good defender, isn't he? Yeah, it is going to be Dominic Szoboszlai's first corner of the game in front of those Liverpool fans.
I reckon they're going to go for that one they did against Diaz near post. Yeah, we saw it in pre-season.
Most set piece goals for 18 last season. Liverpool with 18. Can they pick up where they left off? One hand in the air from Szoboszlai. Gone for the near post. Flick on it! Oh, right.
How's that not gone in?
Diaz managed to get something on it. It's just like it happened in slow motion.
It is. Diaz got a handball.
Anthony Taylor's having a little check of something.
Liverpool are asking if it's handball.
Let's just have a look at this one.
So Diaz flicks it on.
It hits his hand.
It hits Jackson's hand. Now his hand's there. Does that class as handball? Was the ball going in?
It's handball.
His hand's up and it hits it. You know, it's within the frame of his body. Oh, I don't know, man.
Sure, you know.
I don't know the handball rule anymore, so I've got no idea if that's handball. It doesn't look like they're going to give it. They're having a look at it.
They should
VAR are checking it.
The keeper's totally wrong-footed.
Check complete, they're not giving it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
His arms are a bit close to his body, but it's a flappy hand out here, like it does hit.
It was
Liverpool can
in
go again.
it was
Going to try it again.
body.
Szoboszlai, deeper one this time. Flicked up and over toward the back post. Konate goes and gives chase to Colwill. Colwill hammers that one down the pitch. This is one of the ones where Liverpool need to switch on.
Nice.
And they have done, well done. Robertson now pings that across to
Good
Szoboszlai.
ball.
Great ball, great touch. Dominic Szoboszlai goes for goal. Ooh.
Good block.
Yeah, it was a good block. Diaz, a little bit of a heavy touch there up against Colwill. And it will be a goal kick to Chelsea.
I'm not sure about Szoboszlai going for the shot from there.
Yeah, oh, come on.
Nah, no way, man. Let's have a little look at it again. I don't... his hand's like there.
I mean, why is his hand up here? I don't know.
Let's have a little look, everyone. Idad says 100% handball. Scott says he stopped the goal, of course not. Says actually it was against us.
Red says change.
A lot of people on the YouTube think it's a penalty as well.
There's one for Liverpool to defend here. Sterling. Robertson goes across. Sterling gets a little lucky. The ball deflects back into his path. Liverpool are outnumbered here.
Oh, no.
Trent Alexander-Arnold needs to defend the back post from Chilwell.
Great
Good
save. Great save, Alisson.
Trent clears it out for a goal kick. Sterling gets really fucking lucky.
No,
there.
mate, Robertson's having a stinker. That's what's happening here.
No, the one before, the ball before that, where it deflects back into his path. Liverpool defending for now. McAllister
Nice.
knocks it round his man. Salah, it's a big ask.
Oh, he got the ball.
Yeah, he did. Conor Gallagher.
Brilliant by Gallagher because Salah was in. It was
Made
excellent.
the tackle
It was
on Salah,
excellent.
last man there, just got a toe to it. Cody Gakpo chasing down Jackson.
Be careful, yeah.
Comes Jackson, goes
Nice.
to ground. Van
Van
Dijk goes to ground, cuts out the pass, and here comes Andy Robertson. Needs to offer more going forward because he's certainly not shutting the door firmly in behind. Reece, Colwill gets so lucky. The ball just hits him on the back of the head, and he manages to stop Salah.
The YouTube chat's going mental about that. Not it could be an handball. I don't know. Maybe it was just because he was so close to his body or something. I don't know. I
agree with your point.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also his hand is up here. It's not like his hand's here.
Yeah.
His hand is it's flapping outside the frame of his body. It does hit him.
To be fair, and it's not on the referee. It's the VAR who makes the decision that it's not a penalty. I know people are giving the referee stick. There's no way the ref can give that in real time. It happened too fast. None of us knew what had happened. VAR decided. I don't know why is his hand there. That can't be a natural position unless you're a T-Rex. I don't know.
Chelsea on the ball, coming forward. Disasi plays it through between the lines of Sterling.
But then again, Alisson was forced into a really good save, one-on-one. That's his job, but and he's really good at it. It came again. Robertson just dives in again. Liverpool needs to be careful with that.
Chelsea are just getting through us at the minute too easily, and then they're getting numbers into the box. Jackson can't find space, carries it out to that left-hand side. Chilwell goes back, and Colwill have done well there. Chelsea go back to the halfway line, looking to build again.
I've been very impressed with Van Dijk in the first 55 minutes.
Chelsea trying to create a crossing situation.
Be
here.
careful.
The ball through to Chukwuemeka.
Nice, McAllister, brilliant. That's what your
brilliantly
DM's
to
there
Robin.
for. Fucking brilliant. And he's got us out as well.
Jota,
Excellent.
come on, this is important now. These next couple of touches are going to be pivotal. Gakpo, it's a big ask for Mohamed
You're saying,
Salah there.
you know what, mate? I think he saw that it was Thiago Silva and thought, you know what, I'll put you in a foot race with him, but he got the angle wrong.
Too much. He's tried to force that one. It just needed a little bit more coolness and composure.
Where says that Chloe streaming in the background of it? Any songs? We haven't had a song for a while.
That's what we need.
I love Alisson, but that wasn't...
Oh, Christ.
Van Dijk just about done enough there. Oh, McAllister give that one away there. In hard! Come on, Andy. Win that 50-50.
Fernandes comes out with it. He's got a cross on. It deflects up. Konate with the header. Szoboszlai needs to get there. Doesn't quite. Will he get the second one?
Yeah,
does
well.
just enough there. Salah.
Out the way, ref!
Oh, referee, you've got to stop it, ref. You're in the way. You're meant to stop. You're meant to stop play, aren't you, when that happens now?
Well, the ball never hits him. He just blocks Szoboszlai off with fucking obstruction.
Liverpool can't afford to let this rock them. Chelsea building on that left-hand side. People have got the numbers back now. Chelsea just being methodical in their possession.
The issue with the handball, I just don't know what the handball rule is. Like, I saw Dunk give one away when his elbow was there yesterday, and I don't know. I think it's handball, but fuck knows what the rule is to tell you. You know what I mean? That's the problem. It's all over the place. It just depends on what ref and what VAR and what day.
Just on your point earlier, I don't know that Jota's looking limping so much as his influence feels like it's waned a bit in this game.
What's your sub though? Is it Jones or is it Darwin?
I think it's Darwin. But it depends on Gakpo's condition.
Oh, be careful.
It might be Gakpo and Jota, to be honest. Ball's the back stick.
Nice. Trent again, that's brilliant. Just leaned on him. I think it was Jackson and just let the ball nip over his head.
Yeah, we'll defend it for now, but you can hear the Chelsea crowd getting up. Pressure mounting on Liverpool. But again, these are the moments where if you can just hold firm, an opportunity on the counter will present itself. Yeah, I'm again, Gakpo's looking a bit gassed as well at times, so I don't know whether there's a double there where you bring Darwin and Curtis on.
Yeah, usually a first sub probably will be a double with the rules that are in place, so yeah, you might be right. Liverpool are happy to just sit here in a minute.
Yeah, no need to go mad here. Resting, just rest in the game for a minute. Don't need to give Chelsea any active encouragement in what they're doing.
All right, way back to Sanchez.
I'm gutted I'm missing Peter Drury, to be honest. I can just hear his dulcet tones in the background. Chelsea do well there. Yeah, Liverpool just jumped in. Robertson wins it back, but then gives the ball straight away. Trent's going to have to do some defending. He's going to need support. Ben Chilwell up against him.
Nice, Trent.
Trent just puts his hand on him.
Done well there. Brilliant.
Deals it and then puts
Great
it out
defender now.
Yeah, well played.
It was an excellent ball out to Chilwell. And his first touch was brilliant. And the last 5 minutes or so, it's been all Chelsea on the ball. They put on another kick. They're not, again, touch wood. They're not like...
What were you touching there?
That's wood, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. So,
pretty much. They're not like knocking the door down, but they're at the front door, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Wes Roberts with the super chat says almost time for Captain Chaos to come on. Yeah.
I just don't know if that's the right move at this point, man. I mean,
it's quite finely poised, isn't it? But I'm wondering whether because of the whole added on time thing, where you might be worth going to 65, 70 before you make that.
I'll give it another bite down.
Did you go back for it?
Yeah,
you couldn't have been more scathing in your review.
Trent's just bored. I just threw myself on the floor. There was never a foul, but fair play to the vice captain. Yeah, that was horrible. I forgot that I thought that was that bad. And I hit it again.
It's not sticking for Liverpool.
Yeah, you're right. And then again, Chelsea down the left. Come on.
It does feel like the oh Christ, that looked like a heavy one on Konate there.
He'd give the first foul to them, though.
Yeah, free kick to Chelsea.
I think someone fouled Konate, but it was second foul. So yeah, I think it's McAllister. Clips Chilwell there. Yeah, I think it's fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, free kick to Chelsea. It's about in line with the edge of the 18-yard box on the far left-hand side of the pitch.
It was soft, but
yeah, need to switch on. Needs to defend this well, Liverpool.
Yeah, obviously. They've got Reece James for the in-swinger, or they've got Ben Chilwell for the out-swinger. Liverpool got a big, tall team. Can they if they get first contact, make sure you get the second one as well. That's how the goal came.
Mm-hmm. She ends up Fernandes
floating
on the edge. Yeah, they're going for goal direct.
Fuck off.
That's stupid, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd be fuming if that was us.
He's laughing. Hilarious.
That's just a waste, isn't it,
really? Hilarious waste
of
an opportunity there.
Imagine trying to beat the best goalie in the world like that.
Konate. Liverpool just haven't been able to get out. It's just, all our passing options feel like they've kind of dried up. That's better. Gakpo, that's heavy touch.
Your point on Gakpo is right. He hasn't looked as good. Look, he's just walking around now. Yeah, maybe it is a bit of fatigue for him, but that's a very un-Cody Gakpo first touch.
And here comes
you called it exactly spot on, mate. It's Darwin and Jones, and you wouldn't be shocked if it was Gakpo and Jota.
That's exactly what I'd do in this situation. Yeah. And that's their straight subs then. It just means you put Darwin centre forward and you put Kurt Jones into the left side of
Unless it's Soboslai.
Yeah, I mean
But you are right, Gakpo looks like he's tired.
Yeah. I mean, he's a game changer. Diaz nearly catches Sanchez there. They've managed to play the way our trouble is. Conor Gallagher, terrified of the press.
Jammy cunt. He didn't mean that at all.
Yeah.
And they got out, and Liverpool need to be careful now because here comes Reece James again.
Yeah, Cathbolic's knackered. That'd be
Oh, what a ball.
Trent does
Brilliant
well there.
again by Alexander-Arnold.
Left-footed clearance away. Conor Gallagher, again, just heavy touch. Does keep possession. We're not snapping into these tackles at all. We're not. The press isn't there anymore. We just look.
We need the ball off the pitch to get these two lads on. Is what we need. Don't foul him. Don't foul him.
On Raheem Sterling.
Don't foul him.
He's having a decent game, Sterling, isn't he? Yeah, well done, Van Dijk. Robertson's not going to fuck around. He's just going to slam that down the pitch. Give one for Jota to not do anything, and the ball to come straight back.
What's that by Robbo though? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just up and under towards a 6'3" centre back or something. Yeah, Liverpool's tired. Liverpool need the ball off. Get this a bit of fresh legs on now.
Yeah. Chelsea around the back again.
They certainly got a lot of ball, Chelsea. A lot of space over on this side for James again.
Get numbers back in to make sure we're still defending here. They're trying to do those big switch and overload on Trent now. Trent up against Mane, gets a little touch, corner to Chelsea. That will be the chance. Whether they choose to do the change here, I'm not so sure.
I would think not.
Chilwell's had a good game for them, hasn't he? You know, given he's effectively doing a bit of it. I mean, I suppose he's technically playing wing back, isn't he? But he has been very high for them. Yeah,
they're not going to make the sub now.
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez going for that in swinger. Chukwuemeka's head towards the near post. Chilwell as well. Here comes Thiago Silva. Gone to near post flick on. Liverpool judge that one well. McAllister needs to get over. Everyone remains in position. Another curler.
Nice Jota header.
Away by Jota. Diaz gets under it, can't win it. Canate loses that header to Thiago Silva.
Don't foul him.
Yeah. Oh, Thiago, lovely little touch.
Good block. Robertson, great block.
Yeah.
Liverpool can't get out the box at the moment. It's bouncing around. Can Diaz? No. Is he fouled? No, ref says play on. Get up. Get up. You're not getting the foul. Nice. Get that. Stop the game. Let's get the subs on now. Yeah. That again, we just couldn't clear our lines from a cross, and it was like heads up, out. To be fair, Van Dijk said it was good because he headed it kind of back where it came from a bit, but yeah, Liverpool were struggling to get the ball away.
Yeah, Cody Gakpo off, Curtis Jones on, Diogo Jota off, Darwin Núñez on. Yeah, they feel like the right substitutions for me.
Cody looking tired, and so did Jota with the injury was hampering him a little bit.
Big shift from Cody Gakpo there. He's covered a lot of ground, to be fair, in that, and particularly in the first half. And here we go. Yeah. Curtis Jones obviously ended the season so well for the Reds in that left-sided 8 position, and I've commented on the build-up show. Probably might feel a little aggrieved not to start the game. And Darwin Núñez just looked electric in pre-season once again. On the pitch, fresh legs, fresh impetus. It is Darwin just
go and chase the goalie.
Yeah, go and chase the goalie. Why not? There's the obvious ball inside.
Take it off. Oh. Canate's got some work to do over there. Chilwell just needs it round up to Sterling.
Yeah, probably to Sterling. Sterling controls it.
Goal kick.
Well
Canate did well. So he did really well. Gets a high five from Trent in the process. Done really well there, Canate. That's a dangerous position to be chasing Raheem Sterling a yard off him. You can easily give a penalty. We've seen Canate do that before, chasing back. So
yeah.
It was good to see, just kind of give him a little nudge without doing too much.
See if Liverpool persists from the short goal kicks. Looks like they will do for now. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's going to go. He's looking to just... we'll go. Short to Van Dijk. Inside to McAllister. He's going to go back to the goalie. Are we going to go long now? Yeah, going to look forward for Darwin. Doesn't reach him, but can he get the second ball? Fighting Disasi. Chelsea deal with that, and again, it's just we feel very meek.
Yeah, we're just not getting the ball back. They're just knocking it around with ease now. When we're getting it back, it's because they're misplacing passes or getting something like that one there. So you are right. Liverpool need to figure what's the plan here. Are we trying to get the ball back, and how?
Feels like we're just playing for counter attacks here at this point.
And it actually wasn't a good goal, a kick out by Alisson either. The long ball to Darwin, just straight to the defender.
Trent's
been booked for time wasting.
I mean, why is he time wasting? Why do you think he's time wasting? 67 minutes played and it's 1-1. It's just shouting to get down the line. You just got to be booked.
Yeah.
And then he overthrows it. Brilliant. Trent left-footed volley, little side step there, and it's by Szoboszlai and Chelsea have got it in the back line again. Yeah, we're just not causing their defence any issues. We're not stressing them. We're not being physical with them. We're just not getting the ball in that area of the pitch.
Well, we haven't had the ball full stop. That's the gist of it. Liverpool haven't had a kick of the ball for like the last 15 minutes. And
wonder whether I think Elliott might be the next substitute for us. You know, I'm Szoboszlai again. He's not really done much. He had that great run in the first half. He's been a willing sort of runner.
Good header out by Van Dijk.
Heads the cross away. And Szoboszlai heads that one away, but it's not again.
Oh, take it off. Liverpool just can't get the ball.
Yeah, we even just need something to drop for us. Yeah.
Even Chelsea's miss it to find it.
Come on, Sobbo, get across, mate. Got to get tighter. Chilwell, good cross, solid claim there from Alisson Becker, taking the sting away. Bowls it out to that left hand side. Robertson now. Diaz takes it, just slows it down. Good, just get on the ball. We're not gonna. They've got too many men back for us. There was no need to rush that there.
Yeah, I think it's not the way. I think it was just to have a minute on the ball. We haven't had a kick for about half an hour, so
yeah, this is it. This is literally the most I can remember us having the ball all half at this point. Curtis, McAllister. That's a good ball out wide right. Mohamed Salah now looking that right touchline. Tried to play the ball through. Defended well. Blocked back. Trent and Salah playing 1-2s. They're getting deeper and deeper back to the halfway line, but they have possession of the football, which is something.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a ball in behind for Salah. Conor Gallagher goes to ground. Somehow he comes out with it. You spawny little bastard.
It wasn't a great pass into him, no, either.
Enzo Fernandez, he's having a good game as well. Dictating it quite well. Hands it off. Sterling back. And again, Chelsea will have it in the back line. Needs a little shot or something here, and the thing is, it goes back to this lack of midfielders. Is we could just do with another centre mid getting on the ball here, and I don't know whether that's.
I mean, you say that, mate. We haven't, but it's not like we've got the ball to pass to him. You mean like someone's got to win the ball back? Chelsea are just kicking it along, and then that's surely he must be offside there. Fucking hell, mate. I can see that. He is, and then it's what we do with it. You know what I mean? When we're clearing the ball, when we're defending, we're not doing anything with it. It's hard. Liverpool just need to get, like you say, just the press isn't really working as much. It's been a difficult 15
Well, they're not
minutes.
having the ball in situations where you press. You're right, they're bypassing the press by just going long. That's a nice ball. Trent's picking up the space in midfield. We've just got to get back to what we do best. That's a great ball from Trent. Oh, Sanchez gets outside his box. He clears it long. Trent wins it. Szoboszlai. Clip ball into Curtis Jones running through the middle of the pitch. Needs support, finds it in Diaz. Robertson's ahead of him. Chelsea defended that well in numbers. Szoboszlai finds the run of Trent. Can you pick up? Come on.
Ooh,
finds Salah. A lot of Chelsea men back. Here's Darwin Núñez on that right-hand side.
Come on, boys, give him a pass, eh?
Yeah, not where he wants to be.
A lot of red shirts standing still. Where's the movement?
That's so sloppy from Liverpool. So just lacking in invention, lacking in ideas.
And here comes Jackson into the box.
Good save.
I was going to say, that just came from Liverpool just doing fucking nothing with the ball.
Really lacks this. I mean, just look at this from Salah here.
No, it's Trent. It's just a lazy pop-off. Yeah. And then there's one long ball down the side, to be fair to Jackson. Canate does well, because
This is the thing, it just doesn't feel... In the first half, everything was quick and incisive and energetic. It just feels like we've lost a little bit of that. As I say, I'd
Liverpool...
give it to Diaz. Let Diaz try and do some stuff. Here he is, dancing. He's well marshalled. Robertson's got it. He's going to have to go back to Diaz.
That's fine. But we are so static, which is unlike us. Yeah. Where's the movement, lads?
McAllister fires it into the feet of Darwin Núñez, turns, finds Diaz.
It's a bit congested.
Yeah, again, it's a lot of lads who just seem to be... Doesn't look very well measured, this, from Liverpool. Trent needs a pass, tries to get it through for Salah, can't quite. Szoboszlai pushes on, and yeah, well done, actually. Causes Colwell to kick it out for a Liverpool throw-in.
No, he blocked it. He defended it.
Oh, sweet.
Throw-in for Chelsea. Yeah, Liverpool just struggle. I mean, yeah, the pace is slow right out of us.
Yeah, it doesn't look well planned. It really did in the first half. Everything looked like we knew what they... We looked like we knew what they were doing.
Enzo's having a good game, isn't he?
Oh, he is really, really good. McAllister just couldn't quite win. It's fine margins in those areas in the moment. Chelsea are getting them. Sterling up against Robertson. Robertson defends.
That is Sterling.
That did it, Sterling.
It definitely was. It was a goal kick. Yeah, I don't need moaning for, not bad. It clearly it, yeah. Don't know Sterling's out. That was clearly our ball, wasn't it? It just looked like our ball. I might be wrong, but let's have a look. Yeah, it's his arm. Spins off his arm.
Ball. Okay.
Right then, what's the plan when we've got the ball?
Everyone's really pissed off.
Everyone's just standing still. What's the plan with the ball? That's the aim, because someone's got to show for it. Look, Konate's got it. He has got no pass on. So there's no angles for Liverpool. No one's creating an angle. No one's doing anything, really. It's all static. It's only really Diaz who's doing anything with it.
Yeah. Well, we are using Diaz more. Someone's like misses the header on the cook pass, and Chelsea are on the front foot again. Just feels like again.
It's just like we're just inviting them on, because we just do nothing with it. Use have it.
We haven't had anything that comes remotely close to looking like a solid counter attack either. So it's
just nothing from Liverpool. There's no real attacking identity or plan at the moment.
James, Thiago Silva, Colwill, Chelsea down that left hand side now. Just not rushing it. Very like Liverpool when they're in games where we've got lots of the ball. Just happy to knock it side to side, see if they can draw Liverpool out, and then spring a quick direct ball. Is Sterling. No one's going towards Raheem Sterling. Gallagher chips it up. Jackson's in the box, plays it square to no one. Got a bit lucky there.
Offside, I think, anyway. Yeah. Dan Waters, one of our legends, good point. Says we look sluggish and they look like they're snapping into everything. They do look like that. They do, don't they? It looks a little bit like that.
It's a good point, actually.
We look knackered, says
Lardy Baldinho saying time for Doak. And I think, look, Liverpool should...
It's certainly a bit of pace if you want to inject some pace into
just someone who wants the ball and wants to go and cause them problems.
Reece James going off.
Oh, he doesn't look good there, does he? Stroke of the thigh.
Oh. Enough of what's happening under this table. Is he going off, James? I saw... Yeah, I'm not sure who he's coming on for. Is it for James? It's Gusto who's coming on. Yeah, Reece James off.
He sounds like a boss restaurant, him, doesn't he? Malo Gusto. Sounds like he'd get a good solid
carbonara.
Good carbonara at Malo Gusto. Ben Chilwell takes the captain's arm off Reece James.
I don't know anything about Malo Gusto. Couldn't say anything about him. But Andy Robertson won't mind seeing the back of Reece James.
Yeah.
I mean, Gusto could be brilliant.
Absolutely.
Really his name suggests that he is, but you're right. Like again, Reece James has had a really good game.
Ben Doak is coming on. There he is.
With someone else, Harvey.
Yeah. Again, Szoboszlai definitely. Salah.
Wow.
So Mohamed Salah will not extend his record. I think Salah's got a bit of a cob on there.
Yeah, he's fuming. Mo Salah is angry getting taken off there.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him either. Look at
that. You're going to get a cheer every time you put a bit of that on the floor. You've got a bad hand, mate.
He's fuming, Mohamed Salah. And Diaz off as well.
Yeah, Diaz and Salah both off.
Well, if not, I think Jürgen's point will be, we've done fuck all attacking-wise, lads. You know what I mean? Maybe he should be angry.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
He's a match winner though, Steve.
No, listen, I'd never take Mo Salah off, like fucking hell. But be interesting to see who's going to play where.
It is Ben Doak straight away, chasing down, causing problems, winning the ball.
Nice, Ben.
He's done more in the last 10 seconds than Salah's done all half. Harvey Elliott trying to get him beyond.
Go on.
Darwin Núñez finds Harvey Elliott, tries to get it back. Liverpool all of a sudden have some fresh impetus, fresh legs, which we thought would come with the last set of substitutions, but...
Yeah, you're right.
Here's Robertson.
Nice
ball in between the lines. Szoboszlai's moved over to the left 8 by the looks of it.
Oh, I don't think he's left wing, mate.
Oh, sorry, left wing. I was looking at Curtis Jones.
Jones is still 8.
Yeah, Szoboszlai into Curtis. Little dance from Kurt Jones. Tries to play it in behind for Szoboszlai. Unlucky.
Just don't foul him. Just make him.
Make him kick it away. Blocked by Sobbo. Well done. Robbo. Kurt, Robbo, edge mates, McAllister's on the edge.
You say to Szoboszlai, give it to Alexis. There we go.
Yeah, Alexis McAllister. Curtis Jones is just trying to find space and be out. Well done. Robertson crossing position, well charged down.
Second
and
option.
Goes again, near post, headed away.
Throw in. I thought it was going to be a corner.
Yeah, ball from situation to Liverpool.
It all came from Ben Doak just hustling and harrying Levi Colwill.
Szoboszlai, McAllister.
Interesting that we've gone Szoboszlai on the wing. Oh, we haven't seen much of that, have we?
Canate. Yeah, I know. Couldn't really do much of that one, could he?
Oh.
That Mallow. Is that
Gusto?
Mallow?
Yeah, that made Gusto hasn't had the best touch, has he there?
Just Mallow. Kurt Jones wide left. Dances past Conor Gallagher.
Gallagher did well.
Oh, he did well to recover.
Give offside. A foul. Offside. Who's offside?
I don't know. His hand was in the air. Here come their changes. Mats and Mikhailo Mudryk ready to come on for Chelsea. Well, not quite ready to come on. About to come on. People said unleash the doke. Love that.
Oh, 50-50 there. Harvey Elliott's just gone into and he's left his man down. It's an interesting change to take Salah and Diaz off, but like I say, Liverpool were lacking energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mo Salah obviously wanted that record. He nearly had it in the first half, even offered a disallowed goal, but yeah, he was fuming. He was ripping that paper off, and the Chelsea fans
needs to play better.
It's interesting. I mean, listen, it's a big call taking Mohamed Salah when you're big.
Any football game, he's the best. He's still our best player, isn't he? Yeah. But that sends a nice marker down for everything, Snake. You know, it says...
It shows how much he must think how good Ben Doak is. From Chelsea on the attack with Enzo, by the way. As you sort of know.
Enzo clips it to the back post. Sterling just on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Goes back to Gusto. He goes back to Thiago Silva inside the centre circle. He put in Liverpool's half. Darwin's there. Just closing down their defenders. Played it wide right. Sterling keeping the width now. Gusto's inside him. Curtis Jones won it, but only deflected it back into a Chelsea path. Robertson cuts out the pass to Sterling. Come on, Liverpool.
Can we break?
Robertson sends one for Darwin Núñez into the channel to chase. He's going to get there. His first touch is heavy. His second touch, I think that comes off him, doesn't it? Maybe when Thiago slides in. We'll have to see.
His reading of the game, Thiago Silva's exceptional.
Yeah, Thiago kicks it off.
And he does really well. He's obviously... He doesn't need the pace when you read the game so well.
Yep. Sterling off. Chukwuemeka off. Maatsen and Mudryk on.
Yeah, we've got a comment here from Lee Constable. I don't think I'd have took Salah and Diaz off. Would have been one or the other. I'm surprised he's gone Szoboszlai. I'm getting it might just be a legs.
There's also a thing though about being a bit undercooked. I think we're deliberately undercooked this season. I know everyone's going to identify the defence and the DM and all that kind of stuff, but we've not played a lot of... None of these lads have really played a 90 yet. You know, we've made heavy substitutions in all of our pre-season games.
I might be wrong. I didn't think Salah and Diaz looked tired per se, but
I think Diaz did. To be honest, he was a lot of the lads looking like that.
But I agree. I think I'd have kept one on.
I don't think we are at 100% fighting force ready for game one. I think we're trying a different approach this season.
But Ben Doak's legging it round.
Ready, and Darwin Núñez there chasing down the goalie. Sanchez plays it past them. And Liverpool keep them penned in. It's a chip ball to Malo Gusto. This is the one where you need to jump in.
Yeah,
well done, McAllister.
Turn!
Darwin Núñez twisting and turning. Finds Harvey Elliott. Still going, Darwin. Tries to find the left-footed shot. He's still got the ball somehow. Then he goes to ground. Referee says, nah, nothing. And Chelsea can spring that counter-attack. And Konate's going to have a big old chase on. It's 3-on-3. They need to be careful. Van Dijk
does brilliantly.
Jackson
Get rid!
Trent gets it rid.
That was excellent by Van Dijk. Just followed the runner and won the ball first. Really good.
Come on.
Get up, don't foul him. That's not a foul. No, it's a bad decision. He never fouled him. He just threw himself on the floor. That's a bad decision.
Klopp's face says it all. There's just no way that's a foul. He went to ground in stages there.
Never a foul, that. Bad decision, Anthony Taylor. Bad decision.
Trig Josh, the super chat says, good to take Salah off, shows him that the team comes first and Klopp's not afraid to take him off if he doesn't perform. And look, we've got 6 attackers and all of them have had a really good pre-season. This is the point. Yeah, and again, we're playing for a long season. Liverpool have run too many players into the ground for too long. Now, this is why Klopp earns the big bucks. If one of our lads who's come on makes the decisive thing here, then it's the right decision. And if it doesn't, then it'll be questioned. Mudryk tries to whip the cross, blocked by Andy Robertson.
I wouldn't say they were underperforming. Liverpool just didn't have the ball. And maybe it was just a case of, like, you know what, let's get 2 young lads on to sprint round and win it. I don't know.
No, but it's the message, isn't it? It's like saying,
nice by Curtis trying to get out of trouble, but he's left it too long.
He got fouled there as well. But spoons his clearance. Curtis Jones flipping on the assistant referee there. I think he's right too. I think he was foul. Andy Taylor is a terrible referee. Joshua Davis as Taylor could make it less obvious. I know. He really could. Awful referee. Dan Nguyen saying 12 against 11. Taylor making the big difference. Horrendous.
Right then.
Right, Chelsea have it inside the centre circle in Liverpool's half, knocking it round, trying to find their openings.
If we're going to score in this game, it's going to have to be a long counter. It's going to be a counter-attack goal, you would think.
100%, yeah.
You want to get...
We're not going to gain 60-70% of possession out of nowhere in this match now.
Mudryk doing well, Liverpool.
Mudryk with the give and goes. McAllister gets across and clears it away. There's no one up there. Darwin will run it down. If you could fuck this up now, mate, that'd be great. No, it goes back to Sanchez. Just to Thiago. Yeah, Chelsea will just play the way out of this. Well, this is interesting.
Liverpool have won it.
Robertson does well.
Mudryk wants the foul, didn't get it.
Curtis Jones needs support there. He's got no pass on. Finds one eventually. Good little build-up. Szoboszlai's going to shoot, you know. Oh, no! He waited and Darwin moved away from the pass. That's a foul from Konate.
It's a good foul from Konate as well.
Yeah.
You know, before I said he shouldn't have shot, so he should have shot there.
Yellow card
he's the lad on the floor.
Oh, wow.
Because he waved the imaginary card. So he's booked Jackson for that watch. So as he's down there, he waved the yellow and he booked him for it, see?
What fucking farce.
That's the new
Go on. Yeah, no, what? Brilliant. Go on.
I'm all for it, like, yeah.
Why not? Yeah, why not? 5 minutes of normal time.
I think
left.
Szoboszlai should have shot. And if you've got to pass it, make the fucking 5-yard simple pass.
I think his first instinct was shooting. He was, actually, there's a pass on here. But everyone knew Szoboszlai was going to shoot. So Darwin took a step, wasn't set and ready for it.
Yeah, and keeping his mouth shut. Yeah, he falls to the floor.
Absolutely.
He was fuming at that decision. Yeah. It was right in front of him. Right, off we go, Reg. Come on. Can we find the one right pass? Not like that.
Jesus Christ, that's not
bad ball by McAllister. It was McAllister's poor hospital ball. Liverpool have won it back though.
And again, misplaced pass. Darwin made the run this time. Either way, the ball wasn't on for him. It's Mudryk up against Andy Robertson. Robertson needs support, finds it in Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai reaches across, wins the ball.
All right.
Mudryk goes down.
Looked a foul that one, actually.
Carrying it forward. Come on, Liverpool. Have some intent. It's
sorry, apologies.
Harvey Elliott scampering forward here. He's got Szoboszlai on his left-hand side. It just doesn't quite ever clear up Szoboszlai with the cross. It's to no red shirt. It's going to drop to Trent.
I think he was trying to look for a shot there.
Kurt is Doak now. No. Doak goes back to Jones.
Liverpool just trying to work on opening.
Chelsea have got big numbers back here now. It's going to take a lot. Trent just trying to feed it through. Can't even go in physical there because he's got that stupid yellow card for taking the throw in too slowly.
Yeah, good point. Didn't think of that. At least got the ball for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool do have possession right hand side. Konate, McAllister's inside of him, gets it. Goes back to Konate. Liverpool just need to not be stupid here.
Good turn.
Yeah, it is a nice turn from Curtis Jones. He's bent over. How? He's getting dragged. Oh, whatever. Referee's fucking rubbish.
Yeah, was it, We had the ball for like a few minutes, but yeah, not much in terms of an attacking threat.
Be really interesting to see what the stoppage time on this is.
A few subs, but not too much in terms of anything, really, is it?
Goes to Sanchez.
Put him under Darwin.
That's it.
Put him up! We've got it!
Come on! Darwin! Oh, terrible ball from Alexis McAllister. Played it in at stomach height to Darwin Núñez with his back to goal. It was a terrible pass from Sanchez. McAllister did all the right things. He read it. Just shoot or carry it for the touch.
Having said that, he can still. I think Darwin can control that. It's not easy, but you're right. Both the pass wasn't great and the first touch wasn't great. He had more time than he realised. I think McAllister because he was on his own. Right, there's Ben Stokes going to go for
this one inside Liverpool's half. He needs support. It's an obvious ball. He just gets it through to Harvey Elliott. And he goes back to Robertson.
I've enjoyed Doak and Elliott's performances so far.
Yeah, lively. Liverpool, Chelsea got a lot of men back here. Oh, come on, referee. That is a free kick. McAllister's going to get booked. Yeah.
For waving the yellow. Walk away, you're going to get yourself sent off.
Harvey. Alexis McAllister, I mean...
Did he wave the yellow card? I mean, it's a clear yellow card. Gallagher should be booked for that. Does he wave the yellow card? Yeah, he does. You can't do it, mate. Well, what are you doing? You know the rules.
He knows the second he goes, oh. Look at Chloe asking the question that's on all of our lips there. I mean, why?
It should be a yellow card on Gallagher, but like... Stop doing it, footy players. You can't do that.
It's instinctive. You've been doing it your entire career. Someone fouls you, you run through, you ask the question, come on, Buchan. It's like, yeah.
I wonder if you could just say, is that a Buchan, mate? What's that? You know what I mean? You don't have to wave the cards.
Ugo Chukwu on for Ben Chilwell here in the final stages of this game. 20 seconds, 15 seconds of normal time left. We've got a free kick right on the edge of the centre circle inside Chelsea's half.
Have a shot. Look where the goalie is.
I mean, it's a dead ball. Yeah, go ahead. Stood to the...
Fuck off, Liverpool.
That is horrendous. What are they doing? Trent just floated straight into Sanchez's hands. And Liverpool don't have Van Dijk back. That's a... Come on, well done, Harvey.
Nice,
well done, Harvey Elliott. Wins it back. Carries it forward. He's got Szoboszlai to his left. Finds him. Sends him right to the byline. Cuts the cross back to Harvey Elliott.
Oh, he wants a penalty.
Offside.
Szoboszlai's offside. Did Elliott not get fouled? Elliott wants a pen for that. But I don't think he's going to get one.
No, let's see. Szoboszlai's fine there. Cuts it back to Elliott. Elliott gets there.
I don't know. I can't see from that angle. I mean, it's a nice replay of him on the floor. It would have been handball as well, but he was offside, so yeah. Obviously no foul on.
Doing 5 minutes of added time. Canate sends that one long. Doak under pressure, can't control it. We got a big last 4 minutes in us here.
So from scared Chelsea might have as well. That's the problem.
Augusto comes down that right hand side, gives it away. Well met from Andy Robertson. Curtis Jones sends one for Ben Doak to chase.
I know he's fast, but Jesus Christ, Curtis.
Yeah, no chance there. Nothing else. It goes into the penalty area, so the keeper can claim it. And Chelsea again have the ball in the back line. Again, there's some wild balls from Chelsea all of a sudden now. The stuff that was sticking.
Man on.
Curtis Jones does well. Goes back to Robertson. And he goes back to Alisson.
Come on, Liverpool, these are there.
This would be a huge win if Liverpool can somehow snatch this. Huge. Alisson, now Liverpool have got possession.
Yo, it's just how much at the time. 5 minutes went up on the board, mate, so there's we're long. Liverpool gone long looking for Szoboszlai. Got Gusto's first touch, isn't great. Go on, take it off him. Darwin's here.
Darwin Núñez.
Darwin's hair's flowing as well.
Flowing free. Goes for goal.
Oh, deflection. Deflection wide. It nearly beat the goalie. Darwin was doing his hair and the ball come towards him.
Leave it like that.
Leave it like that. It looked like
it's well better like that.
Like Vornen.
Yeah.
The deflection almost does for Sanchez. Oh, he's not getting that. He's scrambling across the goal. It was a big deflection as well. I don't think... Oh, Sanchez was in trouble. He was not comfortable. Liverpool have got a late corner. Szoboszlai special.
Let's hope so, mate.
Maybe Trent. Come on, Liverpool! Van Dijk said, come on!
Yeah, imagine it'll be Trent.
Big players in there, Darwin, Konate, Virgil. Toke, maybe not, but come on! On his head.
Swinger, Robertson. Oh, great clay
to the
from the
goalie.
goalkeeper. That's fantastic. Liverpool have got
And there comes their counter now. Oh my God. He's in!
Oh, he's gone round Alisson. Alisson's done just enough to deflect him. Tackle back.
Great challenge.
Jesus
Goal
Christ.
saving challenge. Is that McAllister?
Yeah.
Oh, Liverpool were all at sea. And it still isn't clear. Oh, that was a big chance for Mudryk. Alisson did well again.
Yeah, he sent him
It's not
wide,
clear though,
didn't he?
still not clear. Now it needs to go, Andy. Yeah. Alisson just forced Mudryk wide, didn't he? Come on, Darwin, at least challenge the ball, mate. All came from our corner, they broke because it was floated into the goalie's hands. Has Konate been booked? Because why didn't he just throw that lad on the floor? No, he hasn't. I think he was trying to almost, but he just needs to throw him on the floor. He didn't. And Mudryk was in and he just went wide. Well, Liverpool from having a corner nearly conceded.
And this is the thing is, neither of these teams are happy here. Neither one are prepared to settle. Van Dijk's gone out of position there. Trent needs to do some defending.
Corner for Chelsea right at the end. No. Throw in.
Yeah,
Trent on the cover again.
Yeah, just shutting the door last minute of the game. This is probably going to be the last chance. Corner to Chelsea. Christ.
So Konate has been booked, says Shane. Has he? My stats say he hasn't. I might be wrong. If he has, then fair enough.
Gusto with the throw in, just eating up time. Book him, ref. If they're going to do either team needs something to break from this.
Goal kick for Liverpool.
Yep.
It's the one last long ball just in it for us. They've just named Fernandes, man. I think he's had a good game, actually.
Yeah, fair.
I think him and McAllister, maybe, the two like de facto DMs, maybe have been the two best players.
That's an interesting show.
I think Trent actually played really well.
I mean, this is really artistic direction. Looking at Jurgen Klopp shouting, I'd love to know where the ball is on the pitch. Call me crazy. 1 set long, Darwin heads it over.
Full time.
And he's blown full time, right on the button there. It is Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1. Yeah, there you go. The first game of the season ends in, I guess, a result that probably, I don't know, Chelsea will be more aggrieved with maybe than Liverpool.
Yeah, on the bat, I think it's a fair result. I think we started really well. Chelsea ended the second half really well. Chelsea had spells in the first half, and by the end, both teams looked really tired. There was a lot of subs made. They had chances to win. Liverpool had a couple, but in the end, I think the point is a better point for Liverpool. Because I think even right at the very, very end, Mudryk has a big chance maybe to put Chelsea in the lead. So I think all in all, listen, we always draw against Chelsea and we do the same again. Like that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, like, all right, there's some clear positives, some clear negatives. I've seen a lot of people slagging the defending off. I actually thought the defending was all right.
Again, it goes back to it when we were on it and energetic. The passes weren't coming. And Liverpool defended everything that came our way really well. But it started to come more at us because we lost that energy at the other end of the pitch. It really felt like we burned ourselves out. Charlotte Hardy, who's been a member for 37 months, says, I can't believe Salah's been taken off. It's one player who really wanted to score. Ridiculous. Yeah, and it goes back to mine again. It's pure speculation, but I do feel as though Liverpool have changed their overall strategy in terms of preparation for the season. It looks like they're taking more of a Man City approach to this one, of not being at their absolute peak for game one. It's build your way into the season a little bit because there was a lot of very tired looking footballers on the pitch there. Diaz, Gakpo. I mean, it's hard to tell whether Salah looked tired because he just wasn't getting into the game by the time, in the 10-15 minutes leading up to him coming off. Jota obviously took a kick right in the half. He didn't really recover too well in the second half either. But there were some good. I thought there were some good performances.
Again, the goal was a bit of a weird one to concede because there's Van Dijk, maybe Trent. I don't know. It's just it's a bit of a mess, but it's hard to blame. But I actually think Van Dijk and Trent defended well. I think Robertson had a torrid time up until the point
the last
when
20 minutes
went off.
Yeah, he was good.
He was all right against Gusto, and he actually did okay against Mudryk for a couple of times. Yeah, it was interesting. Liverpool ran out of legs. It felt like the ran out of steam. And Jurgen tried to change things. You can talk about the substitutions and all that kind of stuff. I think 1-1 is a very fair result. It's the fine margins when we were on top of them and we were taking the ball off them, and Conor Gallagher didn't know his head was spinning everywhere. And if that's Salah, it's half a yard offside, and if it goes to 2, you think, wow. Flip side is, of course, they scored a goal. They did in the exact same boat that disallowed one, and that was where I felt the edge had gone. Yeah. So to be fair to Liverpool, they did recover themselves. I know Chelsea had a lot of the ball in the second half, and Alisson did have to make a couple of saves, but yeah, for the most part, I think that's a better draw than the 2-2 against Fulham this time last year. We sat here 12 months ago, Paul, and that game against Fulham, we were like, oh my God,
Liverpool would yeah, you're right. It was a year ago. I remember saying, "Oh, come on, when's the net? How often are we going to see 7 world-class players be off the game?" And they were all season. Whereas you're right. I thought Van Dijk was really good today. Actually, in terms of like his aggression, his leadership from the back, really, proactive in sorting the defence out. Konate was a very Konate performance. Still, again. He's still young, he's still a little raw in what he does, but actually, I thought he took to the task really well. So I thought Trent, actually, how switched on he was defensively. I'm sure because he's close to Disasi for their goal, there'll be people who might nail it at Trent. I'm not tactically astute enough to be able to tell you one way or the other. I would suggest there's just a little bit of fortune that comes when a ball drops and you're in the right place at the right time in that regard.
Do you want me to read a few? The young Metro Joe man said this one was on Klopp because the players turned up. Van Dijk, Mo and Trent all turned up. Colin says thoughts on Salah's behaviour. I've got no problem with Salah being pissed off.
No, he should be pissed off. If he's happy walking off the... I don't know, I suppose there's something to it. If he runs off the pitch and goes like, come on, like gives Liverpool like something like, come on, we're going to go and win this game, but he's not used to being taken off. And I don't know, and it's Chelsea as well. It's like...
We got better. What I would say is Liverpool got better when we made those subs. Yeah. Now Chelsea made subs as well.
Yeah.
And I think Reece James going off killed that. Their attack and threat seemed to dwindle at that point, so it's cause and effect, isn't it? But listen, I thought Doak did okay. I thought Elliott did well when he come on. It was just a bit flat at times, but again, it was the second half we were very passive, and I think Jurgen just decided I can't do this for another 15-20 minutes. I'm going to have to change.
Well, Chelsea were just going to beat us.
Yeah.
Chelsea were just going to beat us. They had all of the ball. Nothing was sticking in their half. We had no pace. We had no energy. We weren't cutting things out. We weren't getting in their faces. Harvey Elliott was excellent when he came on for just that. The amount of times he just ran across, nipped in front of something and tried to make things happen. And the problem you've got is that all of a sudden Szoboszlai's playing left. Harvey Elliott's playing the right side. You got Doak up there. You got Darwin Núñez. I don't think that attack has ever played together before, and certainly not in those positions. So we lacked fluidity of assuredness of I know where you're going to be and you know where I'm going to be, etc., etc. But like, it's just one of them, isn't it? That Darwin Núñez deflection could go in. Could easily drop in the top bin. Szoboszlai should have a strike on. Yeah, there could be a handball. There's a reasonable handball shout within there as well. We were better. We gave them more problems because what we're talking about is Liverpool's meant to be, if the press is the game, then we need energy, and our energy dropped off. And we've got 5 subs, and if we've got lads who are all revving and ready to go. And by the way, there's 3 games before the end of the windows, 4 games before the end of the international break kicks in. We're playing 1 game a week. We're trying to keep everyone up to speed, and that's what we're doing. I mean, that's why we had a Jota to the front 3. It meant that if Mane got tired, you could bring Jota in. If Firmino got tired, you can bring Jota in. Now we've got 2 or 3 lads there. There's nothing wrong with us making those changes because we're all attack.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't have took. I think taking Salah off.
Oh no, don't get me wrong.
I think taking Salah off's a bad move. I understand. I don't think you take Diaz and Salah off because as much as Elliott and listen, we might have scored, but I don't think you're taking goals off. When you're taking the 2 players, but. Like I said, Jurgen wanted a reaction. I think he got it.
We did fuck all second half, Steve.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And again, on another day, we could lose that game. Could they have a couple of really good... Right at the end, we could win that game. Could be an handball. If McAllister plays a better first touch into Darwin, or Darwin's first touch is better, we might get away with that Sanchez mistake.
I just seen this. I knew this. You get these from someone. Austin Macy saying Trent literally let Disasi run in front of him for Chelsea's goal. How do you not let someone in that position run in front of you?
But yeah, it was a bouncing ball. I wouldn't blame Trent for that one. What he was 2 yards in front of him already. Like it was one where Liverpool needed to clear the ball better in the first place. Once you end up all over the place, scrambling around. Yeah.
The Grizzly Poo with the £5 super chat says a draw in the Caicedo derby isn't a terrible thing.
I wonder if Caicedo's sitting there watching that going, right, I'll go to the winner, and now he's like, oh,
shit. Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's a shame because I really feel like strong seasons are born off getting a win in the first game of the season, but also we don't often play Chelsea away from home on the opening game.
A point at Stamford Bridge is never a bad point.
They've been a mess. They've obviously got a fresh set of challenges. They were at home. It's. I've said this plenty of times. This is the problem. As I said a lot of this last season was in isolation. ... It's not about this. This game is fine. You can draw at Stamford Bridge in isolation, but you've got to go and beat Bournemouth next week, and then you've got to go and get like three wins and a draw out of your first. It's a brilliant start to the season, but we're not there. It's the first. It is just the first game of the season. So anyone looking to kind of like have any surety or certainty around how Liverpool are going to be, I mean, like Arsenal, lost the first game of the season to Brentford the other year, and then I think they won like the next 10 in the games that followed it. It's not about this performance as such. It's about what you can learn from it and what follows on from here. And I would suggest that McAllister was brilliant. It was the best I've seen of Szoboszlai so far as a Liverpool player, better than anything he did in pre-season, I thought. I thought Diaz looked absolutely electric until he started to title. He took his goal brilliantly. Salah's creativity for that was absolutely excellent. Gakpo was magnificent until about 55-60 minutes. But again, come back to it. None of these lads have played this. We're clearly building their fitness up because he'd have done 90s beforehand, if not. And I thought Van Dijk, again, that was the best performance I've seen from Van Dijk in a long time.
Yeah, it was.
And Alisson's brilliant, so that helps in a big way. Ryan here with £2 says, Dom in the first half was absolutely boss. Young Metro Joke Man again says, no one was poor today, system out of sync. Warming. Yeah, exactly. Look, it'll come in time. You have to I believe in that. There was enough there. Again, I said this before, I don't think we're the perfect team. So if we're comparing this Liverpool to 18-19, 19-20, and even up until all the injuries in 2021, then this side's going to fall short because it's not perfectly built. It hasn't got years of players learning how each other play and all that kind of stuff.
And there's
literally no DM.
No DM. I think that was the key. But yeah, can I just talk about to the people? Is that okay? I'll chat to the people. So, post-match content on YouTube. You're going to have Paul here very, very shortly with your comments on the Fan Interactive post-game show and the player ranking show on YouTube. I will be over on Redmen Plus at the same time. We do things a little bit differently this year, so the instant match reaction will actually be instant. We'll be going there shortly, so we'll watch Paul on YouTube, then come over to Redmen Plus a little bit later, and you'll be able to watch the instant match reaction and our new player rating show. So if you want a player rating show, that will be available on Redmen Plus as well. So YouTube for rankings and for your comments up next, and then over on Plus will be me with the instant match reaction and the player rating show. That's how we're doing it this season.
Absolutely.
We're trying to make things a bit quicker for you guys, so you get more content in your ears very fast. And of course,
more and better.
And there will be a reaction video from Paul, from me, from Chloe, and from Dan on the YouTube channel. So absolute tons of content to get yourself stuck into. So make sure you tune
in. Ryan with super chat. Elliot in the second half was incredible too. Yeah, really positive. Again, the lads we brought on were good. The new lads performed quite well. We know what we need. Liverpool need to go into the transfer market. I think we need that left-sided centre half big time. I think Andy Robertson gave us another little concern over that. And we need the DM. I think everyone knows that. Hopefully they can pull the finger out. Well, at least John Emery's here now, so you can't hide away from it now. Get your wallet out, John. Just to point out, have we still got? Is the Caicedo code still running? So. Steve's mentioned those two shows that he's going to be doing. If you want to get half price of Redmen Plus for a full year, go click a captain subscription yearly and use the code Caicedo, which we set up in anticipation of a really exciting couple of days of Liverpool breaking the British transfer record for a DM, which still remains the case as it stands. But yeah, half price code. Use the code Caicedo, REICEDO on a Captain yearly subscription on redmenplus.com. Get it for 50% off. It's a huge offer, and it won't be sticking around because we'll be deleting that code when that fucker signs for Chelsea.
Tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Last chance saloon to grab on that one. So yeah, you're going to get those 2 shows with Steve as well in the podcast, as I'm sure you like the Redmen Originals podcast, instant match reaction and player ratings in that format with the boss team. Go and join him over there for half price. Thank you so much, Steve. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed that game. It was stressful at times, but that's what it is to support Liverpool, isn't it? It's never not stressful. It's fun. It's more fun. There's obviously silverware that comes normally under Jurgen Klopp, but it's never not stressful.
1 down, 37 to go.
And the rest. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the likes and all the comments and all the super chats. Try to keep yourself smiling. If you need more content, come and continue to stick with me for the Fan Interactive show after this. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. If you need more Liverpool content in your life, whether it's podcasts, videos, interviews, or great Liverpool documentaries, head over and subscribe to redmenplus.com today. It funds everything we do across all the free platforms, and we give you amazing content each and every week.